kicking like
1, 2,
Dolomite.
3,
Last one
4,
got copyright. I'm kicking like
5
Dolomite.
just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Fuck it.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab it still. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, for real. And when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah. Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard and watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, that Dolomite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
They had the nerve to copyright the it's just the bitches. Hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Lost was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these niggas before it get bland. I see a lot of Projekt in the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak dissing, that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your ass to squat up, you start telling right. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30 niggas, heard me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking gang knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotty, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip anytime you niggas wanna fight. Guns and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy here look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt. Tussle get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
I don't have streamed. That's gonna be weird.
Yo,
I might need to stream that one too, man. I don't
mic
See
check.
if I can find you.
Mic check.
I've been fiending right around
Bro,
with that.
she gonna come soon as the podcast, bro. I swear, bro. This is crazy.
Tell her to beat it.
White people got impeccable timing, boy. I tell you what.
Tell her to beat it, whoever it is.
Michael Jackson, I beat it.
Everybody's sound low. Let me look at my levels. If everybody's sound low, that might be you, brother. Cause I'm looking at my levels and it's looking right. Say something, Alex and Jack. Alex, Jack.
Oh, wait, governor.
Hey,
Can you hear me, bro?
What's up?
All right. Yeah. Y'all levels is good to me.
Beautiful day, isn't it? I don't know, man. Fuck this. Hey, yo, BG.
Hey, man.
We got topics this week, bro.
With JJ,
We do.
man,
You
and
think
with
I would just bring you here and waste your time for no reason at all?
I thought you was gonna spend the I thought you can spend the time doing the After Dark questions.
You've
from
been
last
doing
week.
it. You've been doing it for
Oh,
7
man.
years. Fuck you mean? Do I
Oh
think you're
man,
yes.
nigga, you keep
You
showing
know?
up.
I keep getting paid.
Oh man. Hey, I got another proposition for you, though, Jack.
Oh my god. What's the
I
proposition?
got a. You know, I'm always a planner and a schemer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let me ask Alex something first. Alex, who needs an alias and a handle, an official handle. What are you busy on Wednesdays, sir? What do you do on Wednesdays?
You asking me?
Yeah. What do you do on Wednesdays?
After 5 p.m. when I get off work, nothing.
Oh, okay. So you work during okay.
The daytime, yeah.
All right. Okay. I see. That's the good thing about Jack. I know he's always available. I don't gotta ask him shit. Just tell him when to show up.
Hold up, nigga. You had to make me an intern? What you trying to do on Wednesday?
An intern.
I'm just I'm planning and plotting up some stuff.
Uh-oh. Congratulations on being a granddad.
What?
Oh, well,
Kofi had a kid?
No, but
Oh.
they just took.
I mean, Kofi is having a child.
Yeah, but
BG,
we
the
knew
first person to be a granddad before a dad.
Huh?
Impressive, ain't
I'm
it?
confused, but
Who's having a kid?
Well,
Kofi's my child, but he's not really my child, and he's having a child. That's what he
Not
means.
as impressive as the masterminds in Japan. Did you hear what they did recently?
what the fuck is going
The
on?
masterminds in Japan.
Yo, this nigga Black Bones
Oh,
on the
you
side
are
question.
they the
What
ones
is
who made the
going
cure for baldness?
Yes.
Oh man, always leave it up to the Japanese people to solve, the crimes of man.
Oh, Black Bond, I had a question.
Hold on. Now that we have a cure for baldness, we just need a cure for obesity, and we're good.
There you go.
Think that's called diet and exercise.
Well, yeah, there really aren't many fat Asians, so they got it.
That fish intake,
won.
that
Fire.
fish intake will do great things for you.
And they walk around a lot. They don't drive like we do.
Yeah. Hey man, them freaking fast ass trains have them on one side of Japan to the other in like 5 seconds, right?
Korea. What'd you be saying, PG?
Bullet trains.
Remember that one time I was super racist and for some reason read in a Korean
What?
accent?
Yeah, you like Korea. I remember
Bond,
that shit.
I had a sports question, Bond.
Yep.
You take a 03 McNabb and put him on a 94 Eagles, what do you think he's gonna do?
03 McNabb on the 94 Eagles.
I wasn't even watching football in 94 yet.
I gotta look up the 94 team.
Yeah, I
Do
definitely
that and get back to me, because I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, you take a 2006 McNabb, put him on an 89 Eagles team? Come on, dog.
I think I started watching football.
You just said 94.
No, I was just trying to place him in different years and see what he would do. Like,
It's like the multiverse for football.
Well,
I like
McNabb is like Skip Bayless calls the Hall of Very Good.
Well, you
not a Hall of Fame.
You put a lot of quarterbacks in the league now, and them niggas would be better just because of the rules now.
I mean, Matt Stafford is a fucking Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Even Kirk Cousins is looking really good lately.
Oh God! See, BG, you had it and then you ruined it.
He has been. Ain't they like 6-1? Not necessarily all because of him, but he's doing enough.
They are.
I'm just saying. And Kirk Cousins, I feel like he's 35 or something. Might be. Hey man, how y'all doing this
2008 Steve Blake, and you put him on the 1998 Bulls? Come on.
I'd be doing better at the Phillies one last night, but you know what? A split at home, I'll give Smooth that.
Yes, sir.
You give Smooth that.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing spoiler cast, and I know Jack plays most. Well, I don't want to say most games, but most of the games I would play. Besides,
I only play good games. Only good.
Besides that indie dog shit you be on, you play all the major games I like. So you'd be perfect for a spoiler cast. So you're hired. I'll send you the time and place. Just be there. And
is Jimmy going to be there?
Why are you always doing that? Shout out to Jimmy, the homie.
I mean, Jimmy definitely king of the spoilers. Come on now.
Yeah, and Alex, I actually think you besides being an octoroon, I think you do a decent job at analyzing and breaking down games. So
I'm just glad you didn't say metrosexual. They've been calling me metrosexual for the past week.
That's accurate too.
All right.
You lean into it. You know.
Yeah.
Niggas
BG, I
think
heard-
niggas think 'cause I wear matching socks, I'm metrosexual. I just don't get it, bro.
BG, I heard you got a pending court case today.
What they trying to hold me up for?
You got charges brought against you by your grandson or your son.
Yeah.
Who is this nigga son, bro?
He's talking about Kofi.
Oh.
Definitely got charges, bro. I mean, if Kofi wants to come on and prosecute the case, he's more than welcome to.
He don't care, and his a lot of niggas that follow Kofi are my biggest haters. That's kind of crazy. I'm like, damn, you dick suckers just be harboring in his comment section like a bunch of fucking ants. Like, damn.
Isn't his new podcast called Safe Takes or what's it called?
It's called what? Safe Take. You did it on purpose.
What's no, good gaming. My bad. Good gaming.
Oh man.
Wait, why does he have a new podcast?
Is it really? Yeah, I guess it's a podcast. It's just him and J Main.
So they got rid of that white nigga.
What an oxymoron.
You talking about me?
Yeah. It's amazing how nigga is just a noun at this point. A noun and adjective to describe everything and anything. Gotta love it.
That's crazy how they stopped the podcast and they just open up a new one without him and Jack.
Jack okay with that? That nigga lazy. But it's okay. I'm about to get that nigga right back working. Ain't that right, Jack?
Chip.
You and Alex.
Hold on, we're not getting a 360 deal. What the?
What you talking about?
I already see. I already pay for like most of your games through Game Share already, Jack. So that's that's your other compensation for what this next spoiler cast gonna be. And it ain't gonna be an every week thing either. It ain't gonna be an every week thing. It's only gonna be like when there's a game worth having a spoiler cast about. So don't even worry about it.
I was just about to ask: is it only games and movies and TV shows?
No, it's spoiler cast for games, and I'll pay for if you don't already plan to buy these games, I'll pay for it for you, Alex. I'll subsidize.
I don't plan about none of these games coming out, BG. What's going on, bro?
I already pay for your games, Jack.
All right. I'm gonna fall back. Thank you, brother.
See. Listen, when I put something together, I provide my people with the funds and the supplies they need. I ain't gonna leave y'all out to dry, man.
What you provided me?
White girls, huh?
No.
You're not invited, bud. I'm sorry.
BG probably don't know any white girls. What you talking about?
Let me think about that. Actually,
talking to one right now.
White? Do I know any white girls like actually
that you don't work with? That you
personally?
No. The fact that I know more black girls personally than you know white girls.
The only white woman I kind of know. No. No, I don't. Just besides my neighbors saying hi and how you doing, neighbor? I don't know any of them.
You got white neighbors? You really did make it. That's crazy. Good shit.
You still got the bars on the windows?
Oh my gosh, they're not. See, I gotta stop describing them as bars. First of all, no. Second of all, they weren't actually bars. I gotta stop describing them. They're safety measures. In New York, yes, they have to have these. Because in the 80s and 90s, kids were literally falling out of windows. So that's why they put them up there. They're safety precautions.
My grandma had those bars so niggas wouldn't crawl in the window and steal shit.
You know what's crazy? That kids can fall out of windows, but BG can't fall a PlayStation 3 out of a window.
I knew you were going to do that.
Yeah, New York, all y'all windows got a sidewalk right under them as well. In the South, people windows don't be right up there on the street.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get this podcast started. It's 6:00. And we don't got that much to talk about, so I expect to be out of here on time. All right. Smooth should be here soon. He said he's finishing up, I guess, watching a movie with the kiddies. Nigga probably watching Hocus Pocus 2 or something. Or whatever fathers and parents watch with their kids for Halloween. I don't know. I wouldn't know, of course.
You know what's scary about? You know what I would do on Halloween if I had kids? Have them play Xbox.
This guy. What's wrong with you, man?
Scary.
Terrifying. Horrible. All right. Weapon Wheel Podcast. Episode. Where's my Google Notes? episode 342. It's funny. I make Google Notes for myself, but I've actually, fun fact, I've never ever sent anybody on the podcast the actual list of topics.
I wouldn't want the topics actually.
Yeah, I think it's better this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think most other podcasts send their people like the topics and the notes. I don't give these niggas nothing. I'm like, show up and figure it out on the spot. You know?
We might get out of here on time if you did do that.
Yeah, so y'all could like rehearse your answers. Nah, we don't need no rehearsed answers, man. We need y'all to think of it right on the spot.
Facts.
It's more authentic that way.
I think Smooth said he can't make it. He said he got a plane ride to Japan.
Yeah, okay.
get rid of his baldness.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
He says he's suing his barber for damages.
He might have killed that nigga. I seen him smooth last haircut. That shit was crazy.
All right. Episode 342, excuse me. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all your favorite audio live streaming platforms. If you want to purchase a Gamer Advantage product, that's glasses and everything else they have, or a Nanoleaf product, I have links and codes in the description, discount codes. So you plan to buy any one of those products, use the link and code in my description. If you want to support the podcast, you can do so by becoming a Patreon member or a channel member. Becoming a Patreon member will give you access to After Dark or the Weapon Wheel Discord, where we have a whole bunch of degenerates just posting funny things and acting like terrible human beings, but it's very entertaining. So check it out. Becoming a channel member will also give you access to that Discord. Hit the like button. I tell you that every week, but 95% of y'all don't listen. Shout out to y'all who don't listen. Dude,
Let me go get it right now.
There was a dude who wrote in the last episode. What did he say? He said, "It's been 2 years since I hit the like button." He said it's been 2 years since I hit the like button on What We Will podcast. I plan to make it 3. Shout out to that guy. Absolute dirtbags.
I can admire their dedication. I'm not mad at that.
They just want to consume and not support. Dirtbags, all of you. And if you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, like what you're seeing here, I believe this is Overwatch 2 from our boy. Who is this from? Oh, that's God damn it.
Any day now, BG.
I'm about to see y'all gonna know who I'm talking about when I describe him. Oh, John Dedon. I was gonna say nigga who talk really slow. John Dedon. Shout out to him.
I would have said hardhead. Okay.
Him too. That's the. Y'all think they should have like a contest to see who talks slower?
Wow. Speaking of hardhead, I'm about to start calling Smooth Hammerhead. That one dude from Spider-Man.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So link in the description if you want to submit a video. Just drag and drop and place it right in there. Shout out to John. Love you, brother. And somebody, what was it? Jeffrey? I be fucking them niggas' names. Jeffrey, I think dude submitted mad video and gameplay this week. I probably butchered his name, but yeah, shout out to you. Appreciate it.
Did you do the poll of hit the like button?
No, sir, I didn't.
Should always have that ready to go.
All right. Let's do these intros real quick. Jack.
Hello, everyone.
God damn. Remember when we used to get a real intro out of this Negro? We can't. Yep. Now we just get high.
What you want me to do, man?
Nigga acting like he went to visit his grandmother. Hi, Grandma.
Sir, the types are currently playing, sir. I'm trying to see what's going on.
Can we get the original intro just one time, please?
One time for the one time.
What's popping, everyone? It's your boy, Jack Move. You remember? I used to play PlayStation. I forgot how I did it. I don't remember.
Bro.
Man, this guy's such a fraud.
Hold on. You do it for me, Alex. Come on, man.
You're a shell of your former self.
You said what?
Come on, Alex. You can do the Jack.
Niggas already think I'm you, bro. No.
Go ahead. Hit it, though.
No. You want me to do one? All right.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, what's up? It's me. Hard 8.
Yo, no offense to Hard 8, but I knew that motherfucker could not hold frame of buying a 4090.
I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm crazy. Okay, well, yeah.
Bond, intro?
Undefeated of the East, Master Bond. Still against, what are we, 7-0 now, BG?
Yeah.
Best team in PA, best team on the East Coast, best team in the NFL. You need Smooth to wake up in these World Series games, though. But, 1-1 split, not bad.
All right.
Oh,
Alex.
this is the yellow katana. What's good? What's good? Trying Cyberpunk again. I don't know, man. I don't know. This nigga just T-posed in front of me. I might be deleting it again. Shout out
Did you watch the anime?
I did. Off your recommendation. I fell in love. I might rewatch it here in a few months.
Tell the people what you thought. Rating out of 10.
Oh, we did that last week. Yeah, I'm giving it 10 out of 10.
Oh, that was an After Dark, though.
Oh, yeah. 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, BG, tell them what happened to After Dark.
Let's not. Okay, listen. Listen. It's taken care of. We got backups. We gonna have backup recorders from now on. So stuff got corrupted and butchered, and we gonna have backup recorders now. So this doesn't happen again. Promise.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Bond kept it real, and mysteriously the file got corrupted.
Conspiracy theory.
Imagine that. Huh?
You calling all the viewers gay and shit? Yeah, we remember.
No, that's not what I called.
No, that was week before. That was week before last. Okay, what happened last week?
Hit the conspiracy button. All right, man. And I am Old Man Broken, the man who hates everything, but y'all still love me. And the first thing I want to talk about before we get into some news, I got to ask y'all this question, because the old games were better crowd been getting on my nerves lately, right? Y'all swear, things were always better before. I hate them dudes like, oh, back in my day. Even though I could be that dude sometimes, I don't think that about.
You just called yourself
games.
Old Man BG, but continue.
So here's my question for y'all. Since y'all swear games back then were better,
I'm about to take you to court on this topic.
What generation, right, would you trade for this current generation? Meaning, I'm not saying you can go back to like 1999 or 97 and play Resident Evil or nothing, right? You're not going back to that year, but you're trading like the games and how we played games. So what generation are you trading?
Before anybody asks this question, let me debunk this really quick for these people that are all modern and stuff. Is this generation the best generation of first-person shooters?
Nope. No.
For first-person shooters.
Actually, we should do it for generations before this, because this generation is not complete. By the way,
I'm just asking. Exactly. I'm just asking. Is this generation, or even last generation, the best generation of first-person shooters?
No.
Mm-mm.
What about fighters?
No.
RPGs?
No.
Action adventures?
No.
Online multiplayer games, BG?
No.
What about free-to-play? What about free-to-play?
So that's my whole point. Like, if you can't look to this generation or the last generation as the leaders of any genre, like, what is really the question here, BG?
Like I said, okay, so here's I'm gonna go to Jack first. I'm not gonna count this generation because we're still technically in the beginning of this one. So
it's a reason you don't want to count this generation.
Okay, matter of fact, count this generation. Okay, so even though that's not fair because you've seen the entire library of the past generations, so that's the thing.
2 years in,
but can we count this generation as part of like last generation? Like we're talking about,
and it's a reason y'all want to do that.
Okay, fine. Let's say we count this generation so far as part of last generation, right? Let's fuse them together. So what are you trading? Which generation are you trading this generation for?
Easy, PS3.
So you're trading the PS3 for the PS4 and PS5 generation.
Bro, okay. I might even go PS2. Look, this is my argument. Besides shit that naturally comes with time, like systems being faster, internet shit, like, bro, if you look at PS5, PS4 games, and PS3 games, there's nothing evolved. The only things that got better were the graphics, which is a given, and the games load faster. But if you look at story content, if you look at gameplay mechanics that were introduced, characters that were introduced during these times, PS3 games are vastly superior to PS4 and PS5 games. There's no argument.
I would go back to if we could hit a switch right now, I would go back to the PS2, Xbox, GameCube age in a second.
And those games are great too. Exactly, bro. Look at all the historic franchises we got from. Matter of fact, you can look at how many games are getting remastered right now as to a testament of those games. All the games we talking about now, we talking about The Last of Us came out 2013. Resident Evil 4 came out in what, 05? Alone in the Dark getting remade. All these games is getting remade because that's when gaming was at its peak. Now they trying to tap back into that, bro. Like, come on, man. What we talking about?
I mean, Jack is right. When you're thinking about game mechanics and stuff right now, all this generation is old game mechanics with a fresh coat of paint on it.
Facts.
Okay. And not even that. You could say old game mechanics stripped down.
All right.
BG.
Oh, okay. So no, I'm gonna let everybody answer. Smooth. What we're fusing PS4 and PS5 generation, or the equivalent to the Xbox, the Series and the One. Which generation would you trade?
He's got to by default go to 360 because he didn't play the first
it is
Xbox
shorter.
generation.
Yeah, I guess you have more limited. Yeah, because you would just go back to the 360 then, right, Smooth?
Well, Smooth had PS2 and all that. He had PS2 and all that.
Okay, I guess he's muted. Alex?
Definitely going to PS3.
Okay, you're going to PS3.
PS3 gave me other than Battlefield 3, my favorite FPS of all time, MAG by Zipper Interactive.
Oh, God.
Yeah, both of them games came out on PS3 gen, right? Battlefield 3 did too. There you
The only
go.
good game Zipper Interactive ever made was MechWarrior 3.
And I told you how I feel about the MechWarrior series, bro.
I'm not trading. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. As the only thing I would consider maybe is the PS2 generation, but I'm just not going back to it.
But BG, you the only reason you're not trading is because of the technological advancements. It's not the games.
No, I disagree.
Here's the thing, Jack. He wasn't a PC gamer back then. If he was gaming on PC back then or on the PS2 generation, he would feel even more that he'd want to go back there. Because back in the PS2 generation, PC was literally innovative and cutting edge.
No, because it's not only the tech, the natural tech advances. It is the games. It's definitely
what games.
Yeah, what games are so vastly superior that's coming out these days?
It's definitely like because remember we're fusing PS4 and PS5. It's definitely the God of War. It's
God of War. They had God of War PS2.
Sure, but but here's the thing. God of War 1 through 3 and Ascension, all that stuff was great, but God of War 2018. People consider this one of none of those God of Wars people ever considered one of the greatest games of all time. A lot of people consider 2018
that's
that.
False. That's false.
Most people think God of War 3 the best one still.
No.
Do you think 2018 God of War was genre defining?
Genre defining. As a third person hack and slash, I guess. Is that the genre you're talking about?
I'm just asking. When God of War 3 came out, God of War 3 got a red case. You know what that means, right?
Yeah, PlayStation greatest hits.
Ooh, greatest hits, my nigga.
Okay.
God of War 3 was one of the games where everyone else that had the Xbox was like, that's the game I want to play. They didn't care about God of War 1, 2, the PSP. They wanted God of War 3. There's not many of those on this current gen.
But God of War 2018 outsold every other God of War combined.
We're talking about the cultural relevance of what God of War 3.
But if it's outsold every God of War combined, it's more relevant than every other God of War that's ever been made.
This is your problem with your argument, though, BG. Where did God of War originate? To the PS2. And the thing about it, a lot of people that like God of War, they think God of War 3 the best one. Me personally, I'll say God of War 2. 2018 fire too, but what are we really? I don't understand your argument.
Listen, I said, it's God of War. It's like the final, and yes, Final Fantasy is is obviously a remake.
A PS1 game that got remade.
Sure, but I would argue the remake is better than the original game, right?
This is a horrible fucking argument, BJ.
No, it's not. Listen, I am not trading.
The remake.
I am not trading. Okay.
Can you name 3 to 5 new IPs, anything that came out within the PS4 or PS5 generation that make you feel like this? Something that's not Infamous Second Son.
It don't gotta be new. That's the thing.
But all this shit come on, man.
I'm not giving it points for originate. I don't give nobody points for being the first.
Here's Jack's point. All those other systems created something new. All these new modern systems do is take what's old.
Last of Us Part 2.
And you know what? I'm going to take you to task on this. Is because you always blame Nintendo for doing that. But guess what? Now PlayStation has become Nintendo.
I disagree, but Last of Us Part 2 is another one. I'm just not trading these games, man. I'm sorry.
That started as okay.
PS3 though.
Yeah, that's a PS3.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm just okay, but I don't care what you originated as. Like
Okay, BG, I got a question.
I say all the time, being first don't mean nothing to me. Like I care about the best one. I don't care about you being what was the first entry. I care about the best one.
I got a question. So you're preferencing the actual gameplay of it over the feeling that you got when it first released?
Yes.
You're telling me God of War 2018 just felt better to play. That has more weight to you than the actual introduction of the series?
Absolutely.
You're crazy.
Because what you're really talking about is like nostalgia. That's
No,
kind of
it's not.
nostalgia.
It's not. No, it's not nostalgia because the games are still good.
Bruh.
Yeah, I've never played the first two God of Wars
and-
extensively, but everybody says
Nostalgia
they're
is
better.
looking past the flaws and saying, "Oh, but I just remember the feeling of it." That's like me playing 007 Agent Under Fire and being like, "Oh man, this is top-notch stuff," and overlooking the dumb stuff they
and the
made.
games y'all are talking about, can y'all play these games?
Yeah.
Can y'all play these games now? Like in 2023, 2022?
We just played The Last of Us Part 1 again with the same fucking
No, but that's an exception. That's not the
And
rule. Most of these games age horribly.
But nostalgia ain't nostalgia a reason you're looking forward to a Dead Space remake, to a Resident Evil 4 remake. Ain't that nostalgia as well?
And
You wouldn't-
also,
you wouldn't- you wouldn't care about
BG,
those games.
also BG, you have to remember why the 360 generation to me was so awful in the beginning. All those PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox games, they pretty much ran at 60 frames per second because they were running in SD. Metal Gear Solid 2 was a 60 frames per second game.
Sure.
RCA cables. Okay, BG, you got Horizon. Trying to think of something new. That
I
you
didn't say
played this
Horizon, but
generation.
that is a good one. I mean,
you guys said,
but I'm trying to.
Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon. You guys say something like that.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of some new IPs that even
those
came in
like
the
all that
PS4.
stuff, like all the biggest stuff on during the PS4 and stuff we got in the
let's
PS5.
not say-
Spider-Man. I mean,
Let's not say all that stuff. Horizon, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima. What
God
else?
of War. Yeah.
No. New ideas.
Okay, they got to. You want to limit it to new ideas? Okay, sure.
That's gonna help your argument, though. He trying to help your argument.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you some titles instead of just saying all these games that were so good. A lot of these games are just sequels or remakes. So
another reason that kills your argument, BG, is you're buying Resident Evil 4 again.
Sure.
Again. For how
Okay.
many how many times have you bought this game?
8, and what's going to be the best version of it? The new one that's coming out.
Because of nostalgia and because you remember your great times playing the game on an older generation.
It's not going to be because of nostalgia. It's going to be. Stop playing with me. I do not. I do not play that trash. And my thing is, listen. Most of these games. I tell y'all, most of these games age horribly. That's why I can't go back. Like these consoles age horribly. The games age horribly.
Do you think the Last was aged horribly?
Visually, I've always said it looked. I said Last of Us looked bad back then.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I'm gonna
I
ask.
guess you can go there,
Is it
you know.
aging horribly in functionality or the whole experience? 'Cause
No,
do you think movies age horribly?
that's an exception. Like, bro, most of the games I cannot play a game from the PS2 or PS1 generation now and I think most of them play well. They don't. They play very badly.
I'm not gonna argue that.
The farthest you could probably go back that games still play like kind of like modernly is the PS3. And I'm not going back to the PS3 because that system is slow as hell. It took 5 minutes just to load up a friends list.
I don't agree with that.
So yes, that's my thing. The PS2 and the PS1 aged badly. So I'm not going back to that. I don't care how good the games were. I'm not going back to that. The games aged horribly mechanically. PS3, the system is too damn slow. I don't care how good the games are. It's too freaking slow.
I'm still playing PS3 games to this day. Now, yeah, downloading games is slow as hell, but other than that, they play perfectly fine.
To you, I can't do it.
Up perfectly fine. It's
Hold
not
on. What do you mean you can't do it? Because when I was making fun of you about 30 frames per second in the beginning, I still got the video. I got it up right now.
Oh, brother.
It's talking about why is 60 frames such a big deal? And this
Man,
and
that
all
was
that
mad.
crap.
That was literally like 2 decades ago.
Stop this.
So I'm just not doing it.
About PS3 gen, like in 2012, people got tired of that shit. Like I don't think people remember. People got really tired of that shit.
It lasted too long.
That generation was 8 years long.
Yeah, people complain a lot about shit that gen. People complain about the DLC, the microtransactions. So I think y'all really looking back at it.
No, that shit was all new then.
That was when gaming started to take a turn for the worse.
So y'all want that back?
It's worse now.
The games were
bad now.
No, it's not.
Games
it's not
were
worse now.
better back then.
Microtransactions and stuff are worse now.
Bro,
No,
the
they're not.
DLC was on the disc back then, literally.
Tarek, the ripple effect of all that stuff that happened in PS3 is why we have half-ass games now. That's why we have
it's hard
barely
to
Microtransactions are nowhere near as bad because they've been like regulated and they've been toned. Absolutely, stop this, stop this, bro. Y'all think microtransactions are worse now? Are y'all crazy?
All right,
Get the hell out of here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you go first, and I'm gonna go after you then.
I'm just, bro. If you go back, like Alex said, that was the beginning, bro. So people was trying to hop in front of, but people like y'all, it's the reason it is.
Back then, we were just getting the tip. Now they give you the whole shit.
No, Mike, no. Back then, you were getting the whole dick, nigga. Because back then, that was. Hold on. Back then, you were getting the whole thing because microtransactions were fairly new, so they didn't know their limitation. They didn't think like, oh, this is going too far, so they gave you the whole thing.
They locked endings out of the game behind DLC.
You remember? Okay, now that was bullshit. But
the Call of Duty disc is 70 megabytes right now. Stop.
Bro, you remember back then when season passes were one season? Now they literally do the whole.
Hey, Jack, Jack, hold up, Jack. Throw it to the. I'm about to alley me. Remember when you spend $15 and you got 5, 6, 7 maps? Now games are coming for $80, right? Well, base 70. Add another $20, $30 to get an extra skin. You're not getting the content that you get for the money back then.
At all.
Those maps are on the disc though before.
It doesn't matter if they was on a disc or not. If we're gonna just say what are the microtransactions getting you today, you're spending way more money for a skin than actual function in the game.
I don't know about that.
Tarek, people are paying $100 to play a game a week early. Back then, $100 could get you the game 2 or 3 season passes. Not season passes, map packs.
That's what dropped support. Y'all don't remember how many Call of Duty clones were back then? And people like there was a lot of games back then, but you gotta remember there was a lot of bullshit too.
Okay, Tarek, what's worse? Tarek, what's worse? Hold up. What's worse? 15, and I agree. I don't like we're not saying microtransactions are good and we needed to be able to start dicing up our games and spending money for it. But you're trying to tell me $15 for a 5 map pack, right? That's worse than one map. Hold up. That's worse than one map that's free that we get 6 months later. But in the meantime, we're gonna spend $20, $40, $60 on skins, right?
Well, that's because the free-to-play nature today versus what it was.
So that's what we're saying. The games have been tailored to a free-to-play season.
I don't care. It was the PS3 your first real gen. Like I know you're a little younger than us, but
that wasn't my first gen, nigga. No.
No, playing online though.
No, I was playing before that.
Okay, but there was a lot of shit going on back. Like there was like a lot of shit locked behind. Like weapons were locked behind microtransactions back then.
Give me a game.
Last of Us.
That's still recent. Before that.
Have y'all forgot that they were charged? You remember if Call of Duty was charging for, was it an announcer? Like if you wanted Snoop Dogg as an announcer, you had to buy that?
Bro, it was trying to charge you for a red dot this generation. Stop.
Yeah, it's worse, bro. It's worse.
No,
I don't know how y'all saying it.
It's definitely not worse now.
If y'all wanted to,
the loot boxes kind of don't happen no more like that.
Hold up. If you wanted to say paying for a code to get online, then y'all would have an argument of saying we don't see anything like that today. Cool, then y'all would have a point. But the money that you spent back then, you were getting things for it. Now you're just paying to look at the menu, my nigga.
Alex, I'm gonna disagree with you. People were complaining about the same shit that complaining about now back then. I think y'all like.
But it wasn't as bad.
Because we don't have Twitter back then to talk shit about.
And the thing back then, they were charging for stuff that actually affected gameplay. That don't happen no more like that. All the stuff you're getting now is cosmetic, so who cares? It's optional. All the stuff they charging you for were literal characters, like gameplay mechanics and perks. You don't pay for perks no more. Y'all are insane if y'all think it's worse now.
Jack and I were just saying that what happened last generation is the reason why we have a shell of a game this generation. That was our original point.
But I don't know how we got it. I think I started with PS3 at the 360 gen. that stems from that gen,
I
though.
did.
Yeah,
It
we're not debating
And
that. We're
my
just
thing
saying
is with-
that the state of gaming is because of what it was back then. But the actual use of microtransactions,
It's gotten way worse.
This
though.
okay. This is what I'm
Way
saying.
worse.
Like, look, a developer right now, if a developer right now cannot make a game and have you pay for guns and mechanics and perks, that cannot happen today. That was happening then. They can charge you for cosmetics now. They cannot charge you for that stuff now. That doesn't happen.
I got to cut you off. Not only did we get Diablo 3, which they had a whole storefront to fuck you. Did they just come out like that Diablo whatever game, and it was like you had to pay like $22,000? Like,
And that didn't unlock everything in the game either.
y'all gotta stop. Like they go
games
after whales now. Like, stop.
Bro, you look up the most popular multiplayer games. The microtransactions are optional
Halo.
cosmetics. Nothing
Bro,
to do with
Halo-
gameplay.
Halo came out with less maps than any other Halo beforehand, less features, less game types. Yet they try to charge you for simple
That's a
cosmetics.
that's a
skins
Microsoft problem.
that were free and unlockable in every other Halo game.
That's a
Direct
Microsoft.
and BG. What
343
y'all are
problem.
doing, y'all are comparing the introduction of these crazy things to the actual
end
state of gaming
result.
now. Yeah, the end result is that we are all either burnt out on the experiences we're getting, or we're not getting any new ones. We're not saying that those first interactions of paying for to get online, that way they're trying to get rid of GameStop and use game sales. Like, we understand, we were all experiencing that at the same time, but at the end of the day, it's left us barren in the video game landscape, is what we're saying.
You guys say that though, but I can. What's Black Bond's favorite game last gen?
Mech Warrior 5.
No.
My favorite game last gen probably been like Street Fighter 4.
It's not The Witcher 3.
Left 4 Dead, The Witcher 3. None of those games are really intrusive at all.
No, but I'm saying like last gen. We're concluding that the new gen, right? So one of your favorite games of all time is from last gen, from this current.
Hold on. I'm sorry. We were including this gen with last gen in this discussion.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like one of your
So if
favorite.
we're going last gen, we're really talking about like
PS3 360. But so this gen,
that's like Street Fighter 4, Left 4 Dead. I mean, damn, I'd have to think about stuff.
But Witcher's your favorite game of all time, isn't it?
But that's not a PS3 game.
But I'm talking about current. I'm in defense of this current gen. I'm saying your favorite game is a current gen game though.
Yep. And then look what them niggas did in our last game. So what are we talking about?
True.
Thanks for proving my point, right, Jack?
No, I didn't prove your point. But I'm saying I didn't prove your point. But your favorite game of all time is literally from this gen.
They definitely been on an apology tour.
No. What are you talking about?
They've been on an apology tour for the past 12 months.
Look, Witcher 3 is, I said The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games ever in top 10, but like it's
okay.
Like,
So
I would still play Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 6, Xenogears, a whole bunch of other games over before Witcher 3.
Are you saying that now, or because of what happened with Cyberpunk, or would you say that shit 3 or 4 years ago?
No, like I can like pull you up texts with my friends. We talk about our top 10 games because once Elden Ring came out, they were all convinced that Elden Ring should be in my top 10 games of all time.
Well, I got a question for BG and Tarek. Would y'all say, yes or no, would y'all say that gaming right now is in a better spot than it's ever been in the past?
No, because the Game Pass, I think, is worse. I'll say that.
Oh,
I think
Game Pass
is
a Game Pass.
I'm not going to blame Game Pass, but I do think overall it's in a better place. Yes.
Is it in the best position ever been in? Okay, cool.
Yes, it is.
I think, I just think gamers on itself are bad too. Like the general audience of gamers too is horrible too.
I think y'all have. I think I know I got bad memory, but I think y'all have terrible memory because I remember people saying how bad gaming was last generation because of loot boxes, the microtransactions. I'm talking about like PS3 going into PS4.
This is what
I remember when y'all were saying like, oh, it's Doom and it's the end of the game. I remember all that.
The reason why people were annoyed about the loot boxes is because we felt like they were putting their time and energy and creativity in selling cosmetics than it was the actual map designs.
What was the
different things in the game?
PS3 gen though?
Okay, I'll give a prime example. Battlefield 3 and 4. Jack and I were just talking about this before the show started. Battlefield 3 and 4, right? You had X amount of guns in each class, right? Yes, they sold this and that. games came loaded with content of guns to explore with. Now we have a Battlefield now where you have a class with 2 guns in it. Why?
Yeah.
Because they're preferencing the season pass to
And you know what-
sell a green beanie.
And you know what I remember? You know what I remember?
Skins
PS3.
used to be free. Skins used to be free. I'm playing the old Ratchet and Clank right now. You know how you get the skins in that game? You have to buy them with in-game
bolts.
currency. You know how you
The bolts,
get
yeah.
skins in Ratchet and Clank now? You gotta pre-order the game. Like, come on, man. What are we talking
Bro,
about?
you gonna lock them with bolts. Though. You could
I remember
Seriously, I got
what
'em from pre-ordering the
I
game.
remember the
$20.
PS3
And
generation.
And
Remember the PS3 generation, people were saying the same shit. And the problem was, there's no creativity because everybody is trying to make a profit like Call of Duty. So you niggas forget that. People were literally saying there's no hold on. People were literally saying there is no creativity in gaming during that generation. Because of Call of Duty.
There was 30 Call of Duty clones a year coming out.
Exactly. Niggas don't remember this, Tarek. I don't know why.
But hold on, this is the problem. The same thing is happening now, but worse. Devs got caught up trying to chase Call of Duty back then. Now devs are caught up trying to chase Fortnite and Apex Legends.
Okay.
The games are dying faster now, so those games don't live too long to actually have an effect. Remember, Homefront 1 and 2 came out. Bro, that should have never fucking happened. Why?
Hold up. I know you.
But
you bringing up Homefront 1 and 2.
Because Homefront was because that was a glaring example of why people are chasing the Call of Duty formula and it was fucking failing.
But why are we overlooking the ones that work?
No, but we're saying y'all are
name the ones that work. No, time out. Name the ones that work that are still alive around today. They're all gone.
Okay, if we're gonna say it's still alive from PS3.
Medal of Honor is dead now because
what big first-person shooter is still alive other than Battlefield? Barely Battlefield. Then they go to ventilators.
Everyone started. They changed the Call of Duty formula. They scared their fan base away. Here's the example of this.
Tyrek, here's the thing.
Hold on. Let me just make this point.
Loosen your head wrap. Hold up. This is the thing. Okay, go ahead. Make your point because I don't want to forget my head.
Look, so Killzone 2 came out. I'm gonna use an example because Killzone 2 came out and people liked it and they got this little set of community that loved it. But then people, fuck, it's not like Call of Duty. So every other Killzone iteration after that became more codified. Then people started hating the game because shit, it's not different no more. And then the series is fucking dead now.
This is so great. We're focusing on first-person shooters, right?
Yeah.
You want me to give an example of first-person shooters that's still around, or do we want to talk about the bigger conversation that Jack Move and I are saying? The landscape of gaming, not a specific genre.
I'm not talking about.
I think some genres doing still good. Like the action adventure genre, I think is just as great as ever been. I don't think every genre is fucked up. I think there's certain genres.
This is my point, right? Hold on. This is my point. Hold on. This is my point. Hold on. This is my point, right? What I'm saying is, y'all are looking back at these generations and talking about them like they were just like the golden ages, and they weren't. Because, like I said, the PS3, the biggest narratives was everything was trying to be Call of Duty. Everything had every single player game had a tacked on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
BG's complaining about tacked on multiplayer.
Bro, I'm not complaining about tacked on multiplayer.
Bro,
I'm saying these were the biggest complaints during that generation. No, they said there was no creativity. Everything was following Call of Duty. There's tacked on multiplayer with every single player game and all of this shit. And people were saying there's no creativity. It's the worst generation. Now y'all looking back at it, it's the best thing ever. It's
the problem with what you're saying is the reason people was complaining about shit like Call of Duty. Look at the impact Call of Duty had on gaming, right? And it came out before the shit y'all talking about. Look at Last of Us, Grand Theft Auto, BioShock. It is some fucking historical franchises that the reason we complaining now is because them games came out back then and fucked up. Well, a lot of that shit fucked up gaming because they was trying to chase.
And you know what else? You know what else? The PS3 and Xbox 360 generation was killed by a lot of broken games. That generation had a lot of broken games at launch. People forgot that.
You see what's going on now,
bro?
Let him get up.
It wasn't as bad. There were way more broken games during that generation. Guaranteed. There were way more broken games.
Yo,
Shadowrun broken. Layer launch broken.
BG, you're. I don't understand why you're saying carbon copies of games. Video games has always been like that. How many Street Fighter clones were there? How many Mortal Kombat clones were there? How many Doom clones were there? How many Final Fantasy clones were there? Anytime something gets really popular, there's always.
Hold on, y'all. Bro. Saints Row, the Saints Row that just came out has more bugs in it by itself than probably every game that came out that generation combined. Are y'all fucking
No. Come on, bro.
What we doing?
What? Skyrim was broken in that gen. Shadowrun came out 2007.
What's that game on that launched on PS3? Haze? Y'all remember Haze?
Layer was broken.
Hold up. We're not going. Hey, not too much on Haze. Not too much on Haze.
Haze was broken.
Okay, hold on, Tyrek. Y'all digging in y'all back pocket looking for lint. Let's just talk about a game we talked about last week. Gotham Knights.
Yep.
Gotham Knights sucks, but it works. It works. It just sucks.
Let that marinate.
20 frames a second.
Hold on.
Alex,
These games would straight up not even work.
Hold on. It was recent. You remember because it's recent. Y'all don't remember the broken games that came out in that gen. There was games used to come out and not fucking start. It used to
literally not start.
Tyrek, look me in my eyes.
Bulletstorm was broken on launch.
Tyrek, look me in my eyes right now. I got my camera on, nigga. Look me in my eyes, right? You telling me PS3 didn't have newer experiences for one, way more newer experiences, right? And y'all niggas talking about tactile multiplayer. Some of them tactile multiplayers was fire. Niggas thought Uncharted 2 multiplayer was tactile when it first happened. Stop playing,
Alex,
bro.
people complained about it though. When Uncharted 2 came out on multiplayer, people, oh my god, it's tapped on. I don't want that shit.
Yeah, bro.
And that's one of the best. And that's the best multiplayer in the series. But it's tactile.
But people, y'all don't remember. People used to complain about this shit. Y'all look at
niggas don't remember.
You know what they did to alleviate that? They stopped doing multiplayer games altogether.
Niggas don't remember. Hold on. Niggas don't remember Aliens, Colonial Marines, Quantum Theory, Duke Nukem Forever, Tony Hawk Ride, Amy. Remember Amy? Oh my god, bro.
Piss me off.
Bro. All
you know why they did it for today's games? Because ain't no new fucking games coming out.
Let them get up.
I'm about to end argument right now. Y'all remember the Red Ring of Death? Y'all want that back?
Oh shit!
Y'all want that back? All right. Y'all want that back?
I can hear you.
Yellow light of death.
Y'all want consoles bricking out like
that generation had the greatest failure rate for both consoles.
This is the thing. And we can go to the next topic if y'all want. Y'all are picking out. Y'all are cherry picking in the back of the pantry. Hold on. Y'all cherry picking games in the back of the pantry. Y'all saying Homefront 1 and 2 compared to how many good, new, amazing games we got that generation. Most of the games that we get nowadays is slim pickings, nigga. We got Horizon, Last of Us 2, and goddamn Ghost of Tsushima. We have on the two hands, nigga. You can talk about the great experience. Spider-Man, right? We still on one hand.
We got 4 games we keep going back to them. Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man. Back then, we still on one hand, bro.
You got to remember how many studios exist back then, and they closed down.
Why did they close down?
No one bought those games, Jack. Time out. All those games y'all said that came out, no one bought the fucking games. Remember, what's the Warhawk? No one bought the game.
That ain't my fault. Why you getting mad at me? What the fuck I do?
Because y'all talk all the this game was great. No one bought them. So guess what? They weren't that great then, I guess.
Who bought Destruction All Stars?
It was free.
Who bought Destruction All Stars?
Destruction All Stars was free.
That shit was there.
It released free because they knew people weren't going to spend 70
There's less studios now than it were back then. A lot of studios in that gen closed down too. How many studios like Sony purged because they were like, yo, you're releasing all these games, we're wasting all this money, no one gives a fuck about it, so let's close the studios. So based on that,
that's not our fault.
Yes, it is our fault. We didn't buy the games.
I bought some of them games. I bought some of them games.
Gaming as a whole, gamers as a whole made that game. Look, that gen also had the PS3.
Games wasn't but Tyrek, games wasn't selling 20 and 30 million back then either, though.
Y'all don't remember all the crazy shit that happened that gen.
The online, oh my god, the online was so bad. Bro, that's what me and Tarek are saying. We're not saying great games didn't come out that generation. We are saying y'all are forgetting all the burdens and all the terrible shit.
Y'all argument is literally what I said. I said besides technological advances, which are natural with time
People
advancing.
complain about the XMB, and now people want that shit back.
Bro.
That shit makes
Because it was
fucking
the
sense.
XMB. The XMB in 2012 was better. It's better
But-
than the
Jack,
XMB
people
now.
used to shit on XMB. They used to
No,
make-
hold on.
Bro,
No,
this
the
is
XMB
the
interface
most
fucking
boring
sucks now.
2 games of gaming in the history of gaming.
Broken games were way more common during that generation than now.
BG,
That's
you
a
wanna-
fact.
BG,
That's
BG,
cap.
That's a
hold up,
fact.
This
I think
is why he's saying that. This is why he's saying that.
That
He
is a fact.
fucking cap, bro.
He's
don't think
saying this
that's
because there
factual.
were
Oh,
more
come on,
games
bro.
out. There were more
Come on,
games
bro.
out back
But
then.
it's
Y'all
so much
remember the
fucking shovelware out now, bro.
Wii and the shovelware that we had?
Oh my
Y'all
god.
remember that
Nigga.
shit?
Nigga,
BG.
jumping time, bro. All
Jack,
the new release on PlayStation is jumping
Bro,
food
Jack,
games.
we
What
are not
talking
talking. Listen, when I say broken, I'm not talking about games that are bad. I'm talking about great games that just straight up did not work. There were like it happened like every other month.
BG.
It happened like every other month during that generation.
Crackdown
People will be like, "Yo,
3.
this game just doesn't work." Straight up, you
BG.
can't play it.
But
How
we-
often
but
does that
we-
happen now? How often do
BG,
you get a
have been
game
to
now
conclude you
that
can
just
have a
straight up
podcast?
does
Where
not
have you been
work?
at, bro? Where have you been at, bro?
BG, how about this? I'm gonna send you some footage in your Google Drive, and I'm gonna just play the PlayStation Store, my nigga. And we
Okay.
gonna alphabetize it. Once we get to the
Cyberpunk.
Gs,
Okay, there's Cyberpunk. What other games like this generation and last generation where games just straight up did not work? You cannot play it. It's literally you cannot proceed.
Diablo 3,
Okay, name me some more.
Dragon Age, Grand Theft Auto.
Dragon Age was not broken. Dragon Age, which one?
Inquisition was not
Inquisition.
It was
Battlefield
Inquisition
4
was not
wasn't
broken.
working. Master
Battlefield
Chief
2042,
Hold
Battlefield
up, let me finish. Master Chief Collection wasn't working.
For 4 years, the game was broke for 4 fucking years, by the way.
It's a Microsoft problem.
Bro.
That one Assassin's Creed with the people with the crazy ass eyes wasn't working.
Which one was that?
And this is like over like
Oh,
6
hold on,
years you're
hold on.
talking about.
Unity?
Fallout 76 wasn't working. Like, what
Sure.
are you talking about, man?
Fallout
And,
3
bro,
and
and
4
we
had bugs on
and
it,
we
too.
would get 5 games that were broken in the span of 5 months during that generation. That's what I'm talking
Name
about.
them.
Bro,
Come on, bro.
Bleeding Edge got 1 person online playing the game less than 6 months after
It
release.
worked.
Babylon
It worked.
Fall got 1 person online after.
Babylon Falls.
It worked.
Lawbreakers.
It
What are we
worked.
talking about?
let me say this. Let me just add this in real quick. Chicken Nugget, right? Back then, we had way more interesting and diverse games than we have now. Back in the day, we was getting shit like Mirror's Edge, Heavenly Sword. We was come on, Jack, back me up,
Hey,
back me up.
guess what?
We was
I'm
getting
gonna-
way more.
Alex, what happened?
No
what happened to
Man's
Mirror's Edge?
Sky.
Well, let's bring Mirror's Edge up again. Mirror's Edge didn't sell shit, and if people go, "Oh, we want another one." What did gamers do when they release another Mirror's Edge?
Nobody
Hey,
bought
Mir-
it.
You talking about Mirror's
Hey,
Edge
bud.
Catalyst?
Yeah, nobody bought
Mirror's
it.
Edge
Oh,
Catalyst, Mirror's Edge
no,
Catalyst
hold
didn't do
up.
well because they
I'll
didn't
keep
build
going.
upon it enough.
No one.
No
bought
Man,
it.
No Man's
I
Sky
beat the
didn't
game, my
work.
nigga. I'm telling
No
you, I
Man's Sky.
played it.
No Man's Sky. It proved itself.
Batman Arkham Knight didn't work.
But all those games got better over
Would
time.
you rather have? Would you rather
over
have?
time, but they didn't come out. They came out broken.
I think we need to go back to.
Well,
I think
listen,
we need to get a
I'm
list
done.
and go
We-
back and look at this shit.
I got nothing else. When y'all ready to move on, let me know. Cause yeah, we've been at this.
BG,
This good topic though. Good topic.
Gaming better pick
Nobody's
in or now.
naming me any of these old games that were broken. Didn't work.
I did name some. I did name some
think
already.
Shadow
I told you
was-
Haze,
because-
Lair, Aliens, Colonial Marines, Duke Nukem Forever,
man.
Amy. Like
BG, I got a question.
No,
Call
In my
those
opinion,
games
Conversation.
worked.
This
They
my
were
last
just
question.
Trash.
So
This my
far,
last
conversation
question.
for the launch.
Would you and Tyrex, since y'all the Dudley brothers, would y'all rather have a generation of people at least
Dudley brothers.
trying things, or do you want a generation where we're obviously seeing people try to go for something that they're not, or an idea that they can't execute? Which one would you rather have?
I'd rather have something where they can execute and the shit works. And
No.
that's what's
I
happening.
asked, would you rather have a generation of stuff trying and trying and trying
You know
until it
what?
works, or a generation where
They
this
just
is
said it.
obviously a clone of something else?
They just said what they wanted. They
the
want
better game.
functional-
Whatever's the better game.
They want
Because guess
functional
what,
shitty games. That's what
Alex,
they want.
because
Functional shitty games.
people were not trying to do their best that gen. They were trying to copy Call of Duty and copy Assassin's Creed.
And they're not
they-
doing that now?
Look,
But where they don't, it's not affordable to do that now because the game fails, you're done.
You want to know
Back
why?
then, no, but Alex, back then you could make games fail and make another one because it was cheaper to make games back then. Now, if you make a game fail, that you're done. You're not making any more games. You shut down.
And now
So
we're just
the-
getting expensive hero shooters. So yeah, but I hope you're having fun
People-
gaming,
but
guys.
But Alex, people are buying them though. That I don't think that's what people want. That
Do you understand that most
I
games?
don't buy them, but people
you
want to play them.
Do you understand that most games bought today is because there's nothing else to play?
I don't buy that.
That's
People buy the games they
Okay.
want to play.
Okay,
People
I
buy-
literally-
people buy-
I'm ready to move on.
Default
I'm
game.
ready to
literally
move
bought
on when
Gotham
y'all
Knights 'cause
are.
There's nothing else to play until God of War.
People-
I'm ready to move on.
There was plenty of games this year to play.
If you mention Mech Warrior 5 one more time,
a bunch of games.
This year, Elden Ring came out this year, and those games all
convinced. I'm convinced BG's a gaming vampire. After the podcast, this nigga hop in a coffin and don't read no news and don't follow nothing that's going on. You've lost your fucking mind.
You have Jack is okay. All right. Like Jack seems to forget that during that PS3 era, every news cycle was this game is broken. This game is broken. This game is broken.
Every news cycle, well, this game is shut down in less than a year because nobody wants to fucking play it.
That's why they started the game comparison Eye of Truth, because some game like the PS3 games used to launch broken. That's why they started off. That's why Digital Foundry fucking exists, because there used to be like a vast difference between how games.
I'm ready to move on.
When was the last time we had a positive gaming news topic at all? Like, what are we talking about?
We're not positive people. Gamers aren't positive people, bro.
Facts.
We can agree on that. I agree.
We're dirtbags.
I'm fucking mad at shit. Everybody mad at something.
I agree.
I'm ready to move on.
Let the cream of the crop rise to the top, and rather than us have no games at all to play, I'd rather have
Lens of Truth. That's what they used to have.
I'd rather have a game have to fight to be at the top and be amongst the best than not have no games at all.
See, like I told y'all, that innovation and creativity shit is overrated. I care about the best. You don't have to be creative. You don't got to be creative to me. You got to be the best.
Y'all want Little Big Planet again?
Yeah, BG go to sleep with glasses on. That's why he don't like creativity. Media Monocle is a great. Y'all don't even play Dream.
You want to repeat that? Repeat that in my ear. Please tell me what you said in my ear again.
Pause. Hey, pause.
Media Molecule is what? Media Molecule is a dog shit studio. Dog shit.
Look, I played Sackboy. It was terrible, but I also played Dreams in VR, and I had a great time. So
yeah. Okay.
Because one thing about me, I don't attach my sexuality to video games. Y'all be scared to play VR. Y'all be scared to play co-op games.
Okay, brother.
Y'all be scared to have fun and be creative. Y'all niggas just want, what you say, rag'em tag'em? What's that thing he be saying, Jack?
Unga bunga.
Rag'em tag'em.
Y'all want to play unga bunga games and just, shoot. I'm actually here for a good time, not a long time, and that's y'all problem.
Okay. Dreams, that dog.
I gotta say, BG, I think you're guilty, brother.
Tell. Let me know when Media Molecule makes the actual game that gamers actually want to play, and then come back.
You're guilty.
Hey, we smoking on that BG and Tyrek pack.
Yeah, okay, nigga. Real niggas know. Real niggas remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Y'all can keep looking at that generation with rose-tinted glasses all y'all want.
In 10 years, y'all gonna be saying the same shit about just Gen. Oh,
exactly.
Y'all gonna say the same.
That's all that happens. It's just a cycle. Oh, yeah, I remember. It's always gonna be back then was better. It's never gonna be the current is better.
Because in 10 years, games gonna cost $1,000 to boot up, nigga.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Jack, PU, these niggas stink. We smoking on
that. Jack, people buying collector's editions now that don't even come with the fucking game.
Know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
that didn't start now. That started a long time ago.
No, it started this gen, last gen, dog.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
They're fucking giving you fucking.
I'm ready to move on. Cause
I'm starting to think Bond ain't the only one that sleep with a belt around his neck. Cause BG, you and Tyler going crazy, boy.
Great topic. We spent 45 minutes on it. Y'all are wrong. Me and Tarek are right. Suck a dick.
No.
Y'all mad? Love y'all though. Y'all mad? Love y'all though.
Why he say that like he pushed the dick to the side? No.
Oh man, I know what I'm talking about. Fuck y'all talk about. Okay. Next topic. Let's see what we gonna hit on. Well, Bayonetta 3 came out. Who played it?
Awesome.
Not me.
None of us. Awesome. Love it.
I mean, I respect that the game is good, but it ain't my kind of game.
Yeah, okay.
That shit runs like ass.
It got an 89 on Metacritic. I guess once again
88,
proving
88.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Drop since I checked. Once again proving that all it really proves is that, the standards over time, changes. The standard, changes every 3 years. So the original games that we're getting 90s, the sequels, are just getting high 80s now. I don't think it's an indication that these games are worse at all. It's just that the standard has changed and these games haven't caught up yet. The
standard so high back then if gaming is better now though?
Oh.
That happens every generation. The standards change every few years. The standard of how they review games changes every 3 to 4 years. It always happens.
Uncharted 2 would not be a 95 today if it came out.
Yes, it would.
It wouldn't.
They're also comparing these games to their previous entries, which is what we were talking about. we don't have that much new games to play. But anyway, continue.
I mean, but Jack himself admitted that like in the case of like, for example, Horizon, all of them said it's better in every way, but rated it lower. There's a bunch of games like that. They say it's better than it. Yeah, so it's just standards change.
They've rated it lower because they felt like they've played this before. It's a sequel.
Yeah, sometimes that sequelitis, is just it just doesn't impress as much.
People complain too.
BG-itis.
Oh no.
Good one, Bond. Hate you.
I mean, shit. This is a man that's saying, "Oh, multiplayer back in the day was so great. There hasn't been a good multiplayer for like 5 to 8 years.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, it's better now, Jack. And we just went through every
Gaming as a
genre.
whole.
Is it better now or is it better then? You couldn't name me one genre in gaming that's better now.
BG just playing devil's advocate.
I'm not playing devil's advocate.
Name me one genre.
We're not going back to that topic. We already moved on. We're on we're celebrating. We already went through it. We're celebrating Bayonetta 3 now.
You didn't name one genre though, BG. That was crazy.
Yeah, okay. Fighting games. I would say fighting games are definitely better now. Okay, fighting games are better. Fighting games are better now.
End this podcast.
Fighting games are better now.
Oh my God. Well, I'm done. I gotta go.
Action adventure games. Action adventure games are better now. I'm definitely playing an action adventure game now over what we've gotten in the past. So I don't know what you talk about with that. I said what I said, Bond. Don't care. You asked me. I said what I said. I'm not going back to this topic. Action adventure games are definitely better. Are action adventure games not better now than before? Yes or no?
Bro, yes or no? This is getting a clappies right now.
Let's go.
Shit.
Bring it back.
Fighting games are better now.
Are action adventure games not better? First of all, if you look at the top games at Evo, yes, you could say that they're better now than they have been in the past. Yeah.
What's the best moment in fighting game history? You don't even need to even think to remember.
Talking about Justin Wong and Daigo?
The Third Strike. CBS 2, all those games in that era, the Dreamcast Arcade Perfect ports, the stop.
Okay.
Now we're dealing with all this fucking shortcut, casual, Roman cancel, all this bullshit. Street Fighter 5 was an absolute stop.
Okay, cool. Stop. Like I said what I said, Bond. I'm ready to. I'm celebrating. I said what I said. I'm celebrating Bayonetta 3 now. Like I said, that's all nostalgia y'all be talking about. Y'all connect y'all best memories and how it made y'all feel with being better when that's not always the case.
Okay,
so.
You know what's so funny? And like you said, let's move on to the next topic. But isn't there something to say that if those games just resonated so much within us that we would have that experience again if the games were just as good this generation?
No, because we were kids. So, because listen, here's what y'all are forgetting. When you are a kid, those moments are enhanced and amplified.
That's because we too old.
It is, bro. So you're telling me when you were a kid and you had those first experiences, they weren't amplified because you were a kid, and when you got older, you didn't realize that wasn't really that crazy.
BG, Street Fighter 2 came out when I was a kid, not Third Strike.
I guess for
CBS
BG
2.
I guess for BG, the less your hat fit on your head, the more fun games are. That don't even make sense, nigga.
No, because the more you experience something, the more you get desensitized. You get
This nigga say once you do Texas, you can't like gaming no more. I'm sick of you, bro.
No, but the way you experience something the first time is like after you do it the second time, it's like, all right, the first time.
I feel that. I feel that.
I mean, I'll say this. I'll agree with the action adventure games because as it goes right now, action adventure back in the day used to be like, Zelda, Terra Enigma, things like that. But the action adventure genre right now is such a broad genre. I mean, it could go from games like Days Gone to Jedi Fallen Order to The Last of Us to Death Stranding, Batman. Action adventure is like such a broad genre now.
Like I was saying,
I'll give you that just because it's just like every game can literally be considered action adventure.
Is your back sweating right now, BG?
Not at all, because I'm winning this. Y'all are just in denial about it.
But actually, I'm glad you mentioned that. Jack, open the window real quick. This shit stank, bro.
What is the Souls games kind of? Wouldn't that be like an improvement?
That would be an action RPG, but again, you could probably fit that into action adventure as well. That's what I'm saying.
Nostalgia, man.
So there you go.
Didn't they have to remake Demon Souls? Oh, that's crazy.
That nostalgia drug crazy. It's doing a number on y'all boys.
the same way that Jack can taste the difference in oil at a fast food restaurant, we can tell when games ain't as good, bro. I'm just saying, bro. When you do this for your whole life, you can tell when something off.
And it's not only with gaming. Your memories of things you do as a child is always amplified and enhanced.
Nigga,
It is.
when the PS3 was out. What are we talking about?
This argument would work on born in 3D gamers, but
That's another thing.
some of us aren't born in 3D gamers, BG.
All of us was BG. Me, you, and Bob were grown when the fucking PS3 was out, bro. What are we talking about?
But I'm talking about like PS2,
When the
PS1.
PS2 came out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We were
Like,
already 18.
But that
I was
doesn't
in
mean
high school when the PS2 was out.
Look, we weren't kids. And we
Younger
weren't in prison.
kids.
We weren't kids or in prison, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man.
Wow.
We're supposed to
There's a
be
lot of deep
celebrating
purposes and a lot of
Bayonetta
deep
3.
Shout out.
Does anybody want to say anything good about Bayonetta 3?
No.
No.
Why is
Okay, well-
Andrew here or Kofi?
Well, damn it.
Jazzy,
So-
the game.
Somebody hop in Weapon Wheel guest waiting room and I'll bring you up. We need somebody to say a few good words for Bayonetta 3. Say some good words about it. Something. Because
Usually have
look,
a guest for the
Why
Nintendo
isn't
conference.
Blandrew in here today?
man, he works
He
for the
said
white
he
man
had.
now.
He said he had. Didn't he have
Someone-
rehearsal for church today or something?
I don't think he played it yet. I don't think he played it yet.
But look, what I actually made, the bet I made with Baron, technically I lost half of it because I actually said that I believe Bayonetta 3 would score higher than God of War, which I don't think it will now because I think God of War is going to get at least an 89. But I also said Bayonetta 3 would not be nominated for Game of the Year at Jeff Keighley, and I still believe that. I think that's even
How
a
many
stronger
games
case
are
now.
nominated? 4 or 5?
5, I think.
So
Might be 6.
we could assume God of War is going to be there.
God of War, Xenoblade 3,
Elden
Elden Ring. That's 3.
Horizon.
What else?
Horizon, maybe not.
Possibly Horizon. Bayonetta not going to be on there. I'm pretty confident.
Bayonetta will get nominated.
No,
It'll get
I don't think it will,
nominated.
because-
dude, this year was barren, dude. Like,
No, but it wasn't like a whole lot of games, but it was a lot of like Game of the Year shoo-ins.
yeah, Bayonetta would be one of them.
I mean,
No.
speaking of games getting nominated, y'all went from games praising like Dick Eater and Metal Gear Solid 4 to fucking Death Stranding. Like, that's where gaming has come now. Like, gaming is so barren and
Niggas loved it.
sparse
Yeah.
now. When any kind
you
of
don't-
game
you don't
comes
like Metal Gear
out,
Solid,
people are like, oh my, like the fact that
Yeah, Bond is the
Gotham
biggest
Knight-
Metal Gear Solid hater. What does this nigga talk about?
The fact that Gotham Knight was probably one of the bigger games that came out is a straight up embarrassment.
It's okay. Anyway,
Jack, can you open that window, bro? It's stinking here, bro.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
I still can't believe this nigga said fighting games are better
Why?
now. Like
we're supposed to be celebrating Bayonetta 3.
they might Kai tie your ass in Japan if you walk around there and said that.
Okay.
Vaughn, was that BG that you
They gotta see me
live stream
first.
beating him like 10 games in a row? That's probably why he didn't like
Yeah.
fighting back then.
Like
probably what it
fighting games are so casualized right now. It's like
Don't gotta do nothing with it being better. So I guess we don't care about Bayonetta 3. We gonna keep it real. We think the game is dog shit. I mean, listen, I tried to give the game some respect, but we don't like this game. We don't care about it. You know, it's Nintendo fans don't even care about it. Honestly, Hellena Taylor made the game more relevant than it actually is because she kept on talking about it, and it had the reverse effect. Because this game was the most Bayonetta 2 sold 2-3 million, if that. So. And I'll give that Bayonetta 3 will sell like 3. That's still pretty bad. That's bad.
Didn't the first one just reach 1 million? I mean, the second one just reach 1 million or close to it.
So listen.
Didn't the first one sell the most, and that was multi-plat? That's insane.
Probably. So Nintendo fans don't care about it, so we shouldn't either. So I guess we're just gonna move on. Shout out to Bayonetta. All right, what else?
out the Bayonetta.
Oh, so Modern Warfare 2, right? So campaign came out.
Did that come out broken?
What?
No, I mean it's functional.
Oh, Ross started to chat talk about Bayonetta, BG.
The online's good. I mean, it's working.
Functional shitty games, yes, sir.
Hey, we
Yes.
should get a t-shirt like that.
So
Biggie merch,
the COD campaign came out. What was that this week? And he said he tried to jump in the guest room. Jump in the guest room, and I'll bring you up. So I don't know if I should wait for this. Anyway, let's talk about COD first. The COD single player came out, and then the multiplayer came out just a few days ago. I gotta say, this COD single player was very impressive. This was a really good like single player story and campaign. It wasn't just. There was a point where COD campaigns, even though I liked them, were literally just shooting galleries for like.
Nigga, it's a remake of a 2009 game.
It's not a remake. This is why you should shut up, Bond, because it's not a remake.
It's a reboot. It's a remake, a remaster, a re-envisioning. It's still based
and
off
it's
a
completely different. And it's still completely different. This is why you should shut up. The levels are the levels literally are not one for one. It's completely different.
Different story. It's not the same story.
They completely even changed the story.
They're using the same characters, but the story and the
last game was a reboot, right? Like
it was a reboot. So Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 are not anything like the first two games that came out in 2007.
It's like I said, the previous Call of Duties years back, they were just shooting galleries for like 8 to 10 hours. This one is different. They switch up the gameplay mechanics. Bro, they literally have crafting in the game. There's 2 levels where you have to like Last of Us craft. You have to find metal,
a PlayStation 3 mechanic. Congratulations.
No, bro, nobody is saying this shit is innovative. I'm saying they switched it up. They've made it different. That is nothing that's ever been in a Call of Duty game. Shut the hell up, Bond. Shut up.
The best way to make a good game is
anyway, let me talk about the damn game.
Like a bunch of old mechanics and recycle
Let me talk about the damn game. You wouldn't know nothing about this because every game you have to contribute to, it's after months. That's why. Don't make me get Blandrew on your ass.
I contribute greatly to the RPGs. You need to stop.
Let me talk about this damn game. Like I said, they've immensely. I don't play that dog shit. Like I said, they've immensely changed up the campaign. It's no longer just a shooting gallery, right? There's there's been stealth segments in certain games.
They've more Rainbow Six.
There's like tactical ways now to like breach a building. For example, if before it was just you enter a building, you shoot everything. Now you can literally go on top of a building, open the ventilation shaft, throw a gas grenade in, niggas come running out. Or you could throw C4 on the door, breach the door, or you could even put a snake cam underneath the door. This is stuff you could. Shut up. Shut up.
No. I gotta cut you off right here.
Oh my gosh.
This bullshit. There was literally a game that came out that did all this. But
yes, Bond. This is not Bond. There are plenty of games that do this. We know this. That is not the point. That is not the point.
Rainbow Six.
Bond. What is this? Is this nigga Bond deaf?
Bond, let him get up.
We are not saying this is new to gaming. We're saying it's new to Call of Duty. Like, what don't you get? So if I'm telling people about a Call of Duty campaign, don't you think it's relevant for me to tell them what's new for something that's never been in a Call of Duty game before? You think, big head nigga? Shut up.
This shit is crazy.
I know BG Toes.
Shut up.
BG Toes is spread open right now.
Shut up.
I didn't like features in Rainbow Six, but I like Rainbow Six.
Who said I didn't like him in Rainbow? Who are you talking about? I love that type of shit. Hold on. Wait. I literally play Ready or Not, a game where you literally have to use a whole bunch of tactical devices, such. Okay, see, I got him on the ropes. He don't want to let me talk. I got him on the ropes.
Rainbow Six he played?
I literally play a game called Ready or Not, where you literally have to use a whole bunch of SWAT tactics, pretty much, to move around and beat the levels. You can ask anybody, Tony and everybody else I play with. It's literally Rainbow Six like. It's tactical.
I said Rainbow Six.
Tactics. I need somebody pull up his Rainbow Six score on his game.
Oh, brother, you won't find it. Like, I don't know why you're bringing up Rainbow Six. I'm just trying to tell you about Call of Duty. I'm just trying to tell you about Call of Duty. If Bond would shut up, please. Thank you.
Look in the general chat. This is his hours played in Rainbow Six. I just put in the general chat.
All I'm trying to meathead. I'm just trying to talk about. We would have been done talking about this if Bond would shut the hell up.
Oh my god,
he mad as fuck.
I'm not. I'm just trying to. You telling me what shit has been in gaming? No shit. But in every game that we talk about. You think we tell them about mechanics that have never been done in gaming before, Bond? No, we still talk about it. You know why? Because it's in a game. Thank you.
This shit
Yeah.
sounds crazy.
Shut up. That's
Interesting enough, you didn't play the multiplayer, right?
no. Okay. From now on, whenever we talk about a game, from now on, whenever we talk about a game, we only gonna talk about mechanics that have never been done before in gaming, because that's what Bond want to hear. If it's been done in any other game, we can't talk about it. New rule.
The point was the people that originally did those mechanics who skipped over their game and didn't even like.
Oh,
But
bro, that's
now
not
it
true.
goes
That's
into
not true. That's
now
not true.
it's in Call of
Because
Duty.
okay, let me first of all let me shut you the hell up real quick, Bond. Because all the other Rainbow Six and Tom Clancy games before Siege, guess what, nigga? I beat all of them, nigga. So what's your point? Shut the hell up. I played all the Splinter Cells. I played the Tom Clancy games on the PS3. Literally the only one I haven't played is Siege. So shut up. You sound stupid.
And you know what's funny about that? Because you were complaining and bitching for the
shut up.
longest time. Oh, I need to shoot a multiplayer game.
Shut up.
And you skipped it. So stop. And then you want to say that fighting games
literally.
are better now?
Why he going back to old stuff? Why he going back to old stuff?
Jack,
Why he going back to old stuff?
Fighting games are also better now. Jack, remind me how much
brother.
Tell me what happened to the laundromat, Jack.
No, shut up. No, I beat all the.
What happened to the laundromat?
I beat all the. Let me shut this man up. I beat all the Splinter Cell games. I beat Rainbow Six Vegas 1, Rainbow Six Vegas 2, Advanced Warfighter. What was that? Future Soldier. Beat that. Played all of these games. What are you talking about, Bod?
BG,
Shut up. The only one I have not played is Siege.
BG, what do they say? What do they say in sports? What have you done for me lately?
Oh God.
Okay, so I beat fucking Final Fantasy 6. Big deal. We're on 16. That doesn't mean shit.
Okay.
Fire.
Anyway, your points are null and void, Bond. Nobody cares.
I mean, you're fucking.
I'm just trying to tell him about Call of Duty.
You're Dwight Howard. You had a good career. What you doing now? You ain't even in the fucking league.
And you get your ass played with. Yeah.
Oh, y'all gay.
And you got Twisty.
GHEY. Gay. Gay.
Like, this sounds crazy.
It's 7:06. We would have been off this topic if Bond would shut up. I'm just trying to tell people about Call of Duty.
Games are the best ever, but the laundromat's still closed.
Bro, that fighting game comment got your booty in a pickle, don't it? Like, you hurt.
You don't see
this nigga's still on it. Like, yo, you hurt, bro.
You see what funny, Jack?
Yeah, this man is hurt.
BG walked around saying that, acting like he was the Michael.
This man ass is in a pickle right now.
Like he was ass catching a Pokemon and talking about he was gonna.
Oh, brother.
Who were you beating Pokemon, BG?
What?
Yeah, you were talking.
I didn't hear you. I just heard Pokemon.
You were talking like you were the Negro Ash Ketchum.
Yo, brother. Maybe I am, nigga. Maybe I am.
Who you beat?
In what?
Oh. In Pokemon, you said you were the Negro Ash Ketchum. You were about to open the line.
See, that's another one that Bond made up. That nigga's gonna run. Well, I never call myself the Negro Ash Ketchum. That don't even sound right coming out my mouth.
This is crazy.
You do have a bunch of small businesses you kept opening about games,
brother.
and they never.
So you see what happens when I'm just trying to tell people about give them a Call of Duty overview. I'm just trying to give them a Call of Duty overview.
Got more failed business ventures than Donald Trump.
Oh, brother. You done, Bond? You done, Bond?
No, we're done.
Okay,
you're
cool.
done. You're already cooked.
No, nigga, your knees are cooked.
You already cooked.
Your knees are cooked.
My knees are cooked.
Okay, shut up. Let me talk about Call of Duty.
You're the same nigga that says, "Who was the collector's edition of a video game?"
I'm gonna wait till he's done. I'm gonna wait till he's done.
This nigga BG went out and bought 2 of them.
Yep. Can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Hey, BG,
can't wait.
Make sure you remember this episode. Remember this date.
I'm waiting for Bond to say something that actually makes me look bad. I don't care. Like, shut up. Can I talk about Call of Duty now? We would have been off this topic. We got other topics. But this nigga would have.
You look bad, so continue.
Oh, God.
Oh, Rystar is here to talk about Bayonetta.
No. I ain't done talking about Call of Duty yet.
Go ahead, BG.
Rystar will be able to talk when this nigga Bond shut up. And I can finish talking about Call of Duty campaign. Good God. Thank you. The Call of Duty campaign is really great. I recommend you buy it. Shit that has typically never been done before in a Call of Duty game. They tried to diversify and vary the gameplay. So it's not just, like I said, 8 to 10 hours of just a shooting gallery. There's crafting, There's the tactical options you have when entering a building. There's some more like stealth focused levels, which I feel like they hit and miss with it sometimes. And the characters, it's a really good story. There's some like one or two new characters in this. A lot of mainly most of the returning characters, but man, they did a really good job with this. And I think this one is made by Infinity Ward. Is this Infinity Ward? It's not Treyarch, right? I think it's Infinity Ward. Yeah, they did their thing, man. It's just really fun, like the level design, and they try to take you to some different locations. The gaming say there's set pieces, like there's set pieces that pretty much seem like they damn near studied like Naughty Dog, bro. Like some of these set pieces seem straight out of like Uncharted 4 and Uncharted 2. Like I'm talking about very similar. I'm like, I can't figure out any other place they would have like gotten this set piece from. And it fits really well into the game, right? It's really good. I'm not saying it's up to you if you don't like Call of Duty multiplayer, it's really up to you if you think it's worth it for just single player, but I bought it for just a single player. I already uninstalled it. I beat the single player twice and uninstalled it. I'm not even gonna touch that multiplayer. So I already know.
What are the FPS of y'all playing?
I mean, ask BG. It's the best generation for FPS. Apparently,
I never said that either. I never said that either.
I know.
So did anybody play the multiplayer?
Oh,
Nah,
No,
yeah,
what-
I did. I just got the game. I think yesterday.
I played the multiplayer.
Yeah, I've been playing.
What do y'all think?
Tyree, you can go first.
The maps aren't that great. I was like that map with all the cars and shit. That shit is fucking horrible.
See, that's one of my favorite maps.
Nah, because then you need to like have flak jacket on because all people spam explosives the entire fucking map.
I don't even do that. I actually feel like I can stealth around and be sneaky. I be running around, crouch, pow, 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 like
the other maps are pretty good.
there is. Oh my bad. I thought you was done.
Oh no, the other maps are great. The hit detection needs to work on because sometimes you're shooting people and they're just walking through the bullets, and then they can shoot you one shot and you're dead. That's a regular Call of Duty shit. But
typical.
Other than that, right.
I buy a Call of Duty every other few years because this isn't a game that I need a new installment every year like 2K. It feels like any other Call of Duty. I'm gonna be honest. The only thing I don't like so far, from what I understand, is you got to use other guns to get an attachment for the gun you use the most.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
So I've been using the MP7. I can't get the reflex holographic or whatever site I want. It's talking about go use some LK gun. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to use that gun. I want to use this gun, right? So that's annoying, but I understand that they're probably trying to force you use all the guns so people don't just find one meta gun and just use that, and everybody, because most Call of Duty games, people be like, oh, yep, that's the gun you want to use, so everybody use that. There is one map on there that they should take off the game. I don't know the name of it.
Is that bad?
No, bro, there is one map where there's two big buildings and it's a skinny little hallway in the middle between them. They look like radio stations almost. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's 3 buildings. I'm sorry. I don't know the name of it, but no game mode you play on that is good. This Call of Duty has a peeking mechanism. I don't know if other Call of Duties have that.
Mount the gun and peek through the door. Yeah.
Or they'll mount it on a countertop around the hallway. When I tell you this map is some of the worst like most Call of Duty have the 3-lane system, right? You run in the middle, left or right. That's how they put the domination points. That's how they put, if you kill somebody and they spawn, the spawn flips. So let me run around because they about to. Let me check. Yeah, Embassy. I think it's called Embassy. Anyway, either way, that map has no flow. There's too many. They sit in the top floor at the window and just stare. Literally, both buildings all have windows, all second floor. You can't do anything. You have to be in a building or you're going to get shot. That is some of the worst map movement playing I've ever had. One of the worst I've ever had in a Call of Duty game. Other than that, you get what you get with Call of Duty. The menus are trash to move through. I know that's not a big deal for a lot of people, but for me, UI is a big thing because, nigga, if I hate opening a damn thing up, Other than that, it's your Call of Duty game. Every year, you're either going to feel a difference in TTK or you're going to feel a difference in movement. Other than that, you know what you're getting.
I have a quick question. What was the last Call of Duty you bought and played?
The one I bought and played was Cold
Prior
War.
to this one, how many iterations ago was that?
The first one that came out on the PS5 because no other games are out. So
was that Cold War?
Cold War.
Yeah.
But
2
before
games ago.
Yeah.
But before Cold War, I hadn't bought one since like I'm gonna be honest, probably Black Ops 3.
And BG, what about you?
I purchased every Call of Duty game for the single player.
You're sick.
Hey man, I like the campaigns.
That kind of is a weird thing because BG plays them yearly, as he states, and you play them probably every 2 or 3 years. But you're saying it's stale, but he's saying it's unique compared to other ones.
That's not what I said at all. And he's talking about the multiplayer. I don't play Call of Duty multiplayers, so I wouldn't know anything.
I'm
From
gonna
the
look
year
at
to
I'm
year.
gonna look at the name of that map because for people, whoever in the chat or whatever, when I say this map name, they're gonna know the exact
This
map.
nigga Bond don't listen. This nigga's talking about the multiplayer. I was talking about the single player.
I only
Sir.
played the
I'm surprised you're not playing the multiplayer because when I look at Blaze played, it looks like SOCOM.
I've never liked Call of Duty
like SOCOM.
multiplayer, so
I'm saying if you play it in third person, it looks like SOCOM to me.
yeah,
It's
I'm good.
like Modern Warfare 2, 2009.
Oh
third
my
person.
god, this is the map. Okay, one thing, Embassy. That is one of the worst maps of all time. Then again, Crown Raceway is probably one of the most appealing maps to look at I've played in the Call of Duty game, other than Nuketown. Nuketown just had a charm to it, but that Raceway map on this game, where it's like the what's the Gran Turismo? Not a Gran Turismo. You know what? When they be racing them, that map. That is a very nice map to look at.
What?
Nigga did
I don't
a
know
sound
the
effect.
The best map
F1
in Call of
Formula.
Duty is the best map in Call of Duty is Carrington.
Formula 1 map on this game is elite. They
Well-
somehow managed to get a good map and one of the worst maps in the series in one game, so that's good. Range, I
Remember
guess.
that map in Modern Warfare 2019? The one that was like in the middle of London. That shit was ass.
Oh, I do remember that one.
Rise Star.
So BG, why aren't you playing this SOCOM Call of Duty in third person?
Because you see it as that. I don't see it as that.
That's nowhere
I
close.
mean, Blaze likes it, and he says it's like SOCOM.
Blaze, I understand where Blaze has come from. Blaze is desperate for any game that even resembles SOCOM.
Aren't you?
No, I'm not. I've been said until I actually get a confirmation of SOCOM, I don't believe it exists. So I've been giving up on that.
Yeah, but you're about to download like an emulator and go like play it on PS2.
Yeah,
One
but
thing
I've been
about
giving up on that.
one thing about Call of Duty as well, we're so saturated by that niggas look for the tiniest things to say is a positive for it. I don't know if y'all remember this, but back in the day, niggas would complain about what the kill cam looked like on Call of Duty. Like I remember there was a dude talking about like, dude, the kill cam is just a red bar that says kill cam on it. You know, like it's getting to where we've had it so much that we have to look for the tiny things that we like. And the reason I bring it up is because now the kill cam, or when you die, there's a head cam camera for your teammate that you can watch, which gives another, I guess, viewing point when you're playing Search and Destroy.
Dude,
but
that sounds kind of wild. The head cam.
It's really cool. When I first saw it, oh, that's cool, but that's as deep as the experience goes for me.
Piccadilly, that shit was ass.
For someone that plays Call of Duty every few years, or at least buys one, there's nothing in this new Call of Duty iteration-wise, other than campaign, that's ever going to give you something that you didn't get the last game, honestly. Unless they go back to the future and the movement is you jumping off walls and stuff.
And people don't like that shit. So.
Right, boots on the ground. You know, people that like that. You're not gonna find any innovation in Call of Duty.
Yeah, I just think that they're trying to they had to recapture the old Modern Warfare 1 and 2, and that's never gonna happen again. So we kind of just stuck with what we got now with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just glad they're out of World
shooters
War
are
II.
trash now. So
I'm just glad we're back to modern times. That's all.
Rise Star, tell us about Bayonetta 3. Give us the
Y'all
summary.
good now? Y'all good now?
I'm great.
What's good, brother? How you doing?
No.
BG got done fucking wiping his sweat off his forehead.
Nah.
But,
Y'all love to create these narratives. I was mopping the floor with these niggas. Because I had to mop the floor with these niggas.
Yo, BG, throw up a poll.
BG, sit up and see if you got a mark in your seat.
I'll throw up these nuts on these niggas' chin. How about that, huh?
Whoa, huh? Hey, good night, y'all.
Jack,
crazy.
Jack, are you able to throw up a poll, or it can only be?
Yeah, I can make a poll.
Throw up a poll.
See, See, first of all, y'all know what's going. Hey, y'all know what happens around here. Niggas know I'm right, but it's BG. Let's make them feel crazy.
Before
Y'all
you
know.
said that, Bond, nobody likes you. Everybody hates you. At least like here. So we got to say.
No, I always said everybody hates me most, even when I'm right.
I think
they hate me more, or they believe in you
I'm
more.
definitely the most hated person around here. Stop this.
Start talking about relationship topics. We'll see.
Exactly. People be hating on me. What you talking about?
Hating on me.
The poll is BG right or is BG wrong?
Right, BG. Right.
Niggas hate me, so of course I'm gonna be wrong. Real ones know I'm right though. Tarek, I mean not Tarek. Rise Star, tell us about Bayonetta.
Put a third option as if he's bi, because he could be both.
Overall, the game is good. I feel like with overall, it is kind of the worst one in the series. I mean, story wise, no one plays this game to like know about the story, but
so it is Unga Bunga.
in a sense, yeah. But it does. But this one, I would say, the combo system is definitely the best one out of the game. Oh, what? What'd you say?
The poll is up. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. With the combos is definitely the best. I think the new character, Viola, she's really bad. I don't like her as a character. She's definitely just Nero with some hairspray on. This is like this whole game is basically DMC5 with all girls. If I'm gonna be real, like this is literally
just latex, huh? Just a bunch of leather.
Yeah, yeah. That. But I mean, overall, it's a good game. It's a fun. I'm just about to beat the game, honestly.
How long is it?
12 to 14 hours.
Pause. What the?
What?
Oh, yeah, Viola Davis in the game. That's crazy.
Yeah, so gay.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Really?
He about to go cop right now.
No, but I mean, overall, the game is good. If you want to try it out, go ahead, play it. But it's not amazing. It's a good game.
So you played all? I assume you played all 3 Bayonettas.
I did, yeah.
Rank them.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, so it got worse as it went along.
Kinda. I think the first one was just the best overall story gameplay. 2, I think 2 was like a forgettable game, honestly. And then
don't
let Baron hear you.
Yeah, I know.
You said you're just about at the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
Does this game at least have any redeeming factors for you? Because you said 2 is forgettable. So I mean, is there anything over 2 that 3 does, or does it have an opportunity, a chance to change your opinion since you didn't beat it yet? This is just a fun argument. Not to say that like I'm criticizing you or anything, but like because people say you have to finish the game to determine if it's good or not. So I want to know if it has that chance to
change
this is just
your
a
mind.
fun
Argument.
Literally on the final chapter. No. It's 14 chapters. I'm on chapter 14 right now. What they did different, I guess, there were these little time trials that you can do. Just to like get they're called a witch hearts to like improve your health, or moon pearls to increase your magic. They have these little time trials. I don't think that was in 2 or the first one. I don't believe. But honestly, no. You can just run through the game, and I honestly have no reason to actually play this game after I beat it.
Oh, I got a question. Is there any microtransaction or DLC in it or anything?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay.
Stop asking stupid ass questions.
No, that's a genuine question. I was trying to see if there was like more content that he'd have to pay for.
Behind an amiibo sometimes.
Jazzy.
I don't even think they use amiibos anymore.
Oh, they don't? Wow.
They might. I don't know.
They had amiibos for Splatoon 3, so they still use them sometimes.
Okay.
I think. Jazzy, I assume you wanted to talk about Bayonetta 3. Make it quick, sir.
Oh yeah. I think it's fine for what it is. From where I'm at right now, I think like the biggest thing is basically like the demons that Bayonetta uses, because it's more so kind of similar to like Astral Chain, but except here Bayonetta just stays still and just dances while the demons
She's
are
shadow
doing all the
boxing,
fighting
right?
when you summon them.
She basically it's called a demon slave. It's like a new move.
Yeah.
She basically just starts dancing, and then like the demon just fights for her. The combos are it's like this is what I said. The combo system I think is the best one because you can use them as you're finishing like a combo, which is cool. But yeah,
What type of dancing is it?
some white woman dance. I don't know.
Probably starts twerking.
Yeah,
That's all I was wondering. Is she like hitting the two-step? Or is she hitting the like? What is she?
and you know what?
In the name of
It's
love.
imagine if Dante was doing some like freaky ass dance, and that's what Bayonetta is doing.
It's the white woman off the Molly in the rave dance.
Yes.
Oh, so she like playing in her hair and just twisting side to side.
Yeah.
I mean, once you finish Bayonetta 1 and 2, she's dancing on a strip pole at the end of the game.
Yes. Yeah.
Why are people mad that she likes men?
Oh yeah, there were a bunch. That was the other thing this week. There are people, a certain
Like, you can-
demographic, were mad that Bayonetta is apparently straight. I guess she kissed some dude in the game.
Yeah, it was Luca.
She kind of showed that she liked Luca in the first game. I don't know why. Like she would always just flirt with him. I don't know why everyone just is mad about that.
Bring back.
Yeah, Bayonetta a freak too, so it's not really.
She got a kid.
Don't she got a kid? Or my buddy?
No, in the first
game was
one,
her.
that was
She
her.
was younger.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
her. Oh, I thought that was a
Yeah.
kid. Okay.
Yeah,
But
it's not really. They wanted her to hook up with John, but you know what people be on. They be shipping
That's the thing. That's
fictional characters
weird.
and
They're
shit.
like,
Bro,
weird
like-
sisters too. Like,
No, you got to get that, that representation number. Maybe the representation numbers are down. Like
They can do that
Bayonetta,
too,
seems like Bayonetta seems like she would be a cool queer character. So
I mean, a lot of people that's in like the LGBT community, they really like that character. But
yeah,
if you played the
Hated her
games,
at first.
You know, and you know, I'm not trying to make this a LGBT type. We can say this for After Dark, but it is interesting that that cohort of people, you shouldn't be against straight people. That's why I don't get it. It's almost like if it's not gay, then it's against them, and it's not the case whatsoever. I don't get that. It's like
Don't even the argument. This is the argument. Not like it's nonsensical. So what their whole argument is just it doesn't make any fucking sense. I wouldn't even try to address it because I don't get what the point is of them arguing about this shit.
It's simple
funny.
because they can't create them, so they have to convert them.
and
it's funny
and I'll-
because it kind of shows that no one played the first one. If you played it, you would honestly know she's not gay at all.
because I was about to say this
Like, she doesn't-
this game is not relevant enough for there to be this reaction about her being straight. So they're more fans of the character than fans of the game, which is also weird.
Yeah, this is so the most I guess the most like attention she's ever gotten is because of she was in Smash.
Yeah.
Not because of her game.
are there any
And-
first-person shooters where the main character is gay or bisexual or?
Well, I think this is the thing where, like, not only in games, but in like all media, where you have them trying to convert them, like just like Rey from Star Wars or like Katara and fucking Avatar. You have these weird people on the internet trying to say, "Oh yeah, they were always gay the entire time."
They
You know,
wanted
there's
to
no-
make what's the name, Chloe and Nadine gay so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is wrong
we
with
know
y'all
they
niggas?
weren't, like, we know they weren't like based on the dialogue in the damn game, but that's how it is now. Like
Niggas definitely try to rule 34 everything.
They want everything to be gay so
Well,
bad.
Rule 34
You know,
is-
three of PlayStation's female protagonists are gay now.
Which one of those?
Horizon.
Aloy, isn't she gay, right?
No,
Aloy?
they never
Aloy-
confirmed
Aloy-
that.
No, but the person, if you play Horizon Forbidden West, people have seen that don't care about the story, so I'm just gonna spoil it. The person that she's cloned after is a gay woman.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, she was mean to every man in the
Every
game
man,
except for the
yeah.
women.
And she only
that's
nice
true.
to women, so they
Well, that
wrote her like
doesn't
a
mean
gay woman.
anything. That would mean every feminist is gay. That doesn't mean anything.
I don't
No,
think
but
that means anything.
Nah,
honestly.
bro, they owned after a gay woman though. That's the thing.
Nigga, there was a dude that risked
Bro,
his life to
what they're
save her.
doing is they're leaving the door open, for that opportunity to do it. So the thing is that they give clear evidence even in like Zero Dawn of her like I know the whole thing Bond saying as far as like a feminist, but nah, she leaned towards more so like the gay because her interactions with women was more like attractive. The stuff, the flirty thing I would expect her to say to the guys in the game, she said to the girls in the game, and like every guy that even showed her.
Rivet from Ratchet and Clank is also gay.
And on top of that, and Kiss Move to add
Hold
to
on,
your
are you
point.
sure? I thought J-Man was into her.
I know the writer of the game said she was meant to be gay.
You can
I don't know
choose-
why,
That's true.
but
There wouldn't have been an issue. The issue is that if she was making comments towards the dude or whatever, was obviously falling for that prince in the beginning of the game. Remember that nigga that was looked like more the nigga that was
He got
in
the crown.
beginning-
he was the king
Yeah,
of the
yeah. He
that
was-
first that last area.
Now let's say she came around. She said, "All right, I saved the world. Now I got time to get the shebang." Then they would have been mad because it's like, why are you forcing this? It's like, bro. So why does it have to be a conversation at all? Why does it have to be a conversation? Let the conversation.
That's why I think they leave when they give game character sexuality. It's just stupid.
That's what I'm saying. It's
the
weird.
dumbest thing.
I think they leave it open, but I don't think like they made it clear like they're leaning into her being that way. Either way, I don't really care. So
They did.
In Horizon, you can choose like whether to like a dude or not. It just doesn't go anywhere.
yeah, I think they'll keep it that way. I don't think they'll ever officially come out and say it.
Yeah, they will. They will.
I don't think so. It's gonna stay ambiguous.
They're gonna come out on Pride Month. In
No,
June, like,
it's gonna stay ambiguous.
We like to announce that Aloy is indeed.
No, it's gonna stay ambiguous.
Who's the third character that's gay?
It's gonna stay ambiguous. That they want it that way.
I mean, expressly kept bringing up how Sobek was gay, though. I don't know why they kept doing that.
But
That's
all right, I want to move off of that. I don't want to talk about the Alphabet Mafia.
Fire.
All right. So Bayonetta 3. We were done with that. All right.
I would hope that this game goes to PC. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because the performance is trash.
It wasn't in the video leak. It wasn't.
No, and here's the thing.
Are you
It's
a
really
terrorist?
no. It looks really really bad. Like
Yeah, I know.
it looks like a PS3 game. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like there's times like in the frame rate where it's looked like it could run more than 30 frames, but I wish it's just not as stable as I probably would want it to be because I played on dock the entire time.
Yeah, same here.
All right. Appreciate y'all input. I'm gonna disconnect 3 of y'all boys. Appreciate y'all. If there's anything else y'all want to come in for, y'all can come in. But I'm gonna disconnect y'all for now.
Sweet.
BG.
All right, bye.
Have a good show, BG.
All right. To the Shadow Realm.
Alex, stay your dumbass in here.
Shadow Realm.
All right. Next topic. So let me see. Where should we go to? Okay, let's get this out the way. Witcher, the original Witcher is being remade in Unreal Engine 5.
Very good news.
Hmm.
The Witcher 3 is, the Witcher 1 is a, did it come out in 08? Let me double check.
Witcher didn't become relevant until
2007. So The Witcher 1 is a very experimental RPG, kind of like it in the likes of early BioWare games, and it's rough to play. Like, if you don't have a guide with you, you're going to be lost for hours and hours and hours at some point. And the combat is very weird, like clicking the mouse. There's like to attack, like you have to like click like attack buttons, and like there's 3 kinds of attacks, like weak, medium, heavy, and it's just very weird. It's still got a decent story, but did you play The Witcher 3, BG? The Witcher 2, BG?
I played 2.
So 2 is much closer to 3. 1 just feels like a completely different game.
Very experimental, right?
So it definitely could use a remake,
and
completely from the ground up.
Right. And in related news, for The Witcher, what season are they up to? 4, maybe? Liam Hemsworth is replacing Henry Cavill because he's going back to being Superman in DC films and stuff like that. So that's going to be so jarring for people, I imagine. It's going to be just so weird to see. I stopped watching.
BG, you know that casting don't matter.
True. That's what our brother Wani would say. But I stopped watching The Witcher after season 1 only because the time jumps in this first season were extreme.
Kind of whack.
They were extremely confusing to me. So I was like, I'm completely lost, because I'm not somebody who obviously played the game. So I'm solely relying on this show to give me all the understanding I need. And them time jumps. And and there were some episodes where they didn't even tell you it was a time jump. They would just start the episode in the past. And I'm like, hold on, wait, where are we at? I'm like, huh? So I was completely lost after season 1. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Question to ask about The Witcher, by the way. or more so than The Witcher, do y'all feel like that's a testament to bad game design if you need a guide to even play the game or understand
Yeah,
anything?
the game design is not exactly great in the first one. If you don't pay attention to every little tiny detail, you can get lost very easily.
Okay, our movie and film expert and TV show expert is in here. Wonton.
Yes, sir. How you doing, fellas?
How are you, sir?
Hey,
damn,
is that my fellow movie guy? What's up, movie guy?
Oh, you fake
going on,
movie
brother?
niggas, fake movie
dudes.
critics, Wonton and
Movie
Alex, the
dudes.
fake crumb side movie critics. Okay, go ahead.
Like,
BG
you wanna
movie
talk
of the year is Day Shift by Jamie Foxx on Netflix.
Oh, brother.
You want to talk about an allegory? Hit your boys up. Chip.
I just wanted to give you guys some more information about the Henry Cavill situation.
Go ahead, brother.
So, a lot of fans are speculating because apparently one of the writers or producers on The Witcher left the Witcher team to go make a Marvel show. I can't remember what show it was actually. It was one of those Marvel shows. But anyway, he was saying that there's a lot of people in the writers' room who openly mocked the games. They weren't fans of the games. They weren't fans of the books. And he made a rule that all the writers on his team, on his new team, have to be fans first. And so a lot of people are saying that the reason they think Henry Cavill left is a combination of, that, like people not being fans of the source material, and also the fact that he now has the opportunity to come back as Superman. But I know you mentioned the whole thing about the casting change. That's an issue just because, I mean, it would be different if this was like season 2 and they changed the actor. It wouldn't be jarring, I think. But this is 4 seasons in, they're changing the actor. I don't think it's going to go over well.
I think you should just cancel the show.
Yeah, they might as well have just ended it.
Or just fast
delayed
forward
it.
and use Theory as the main character.
That or delayed it to a point where, Henry Cavill can actually come back. I mean, I think that would be the better if he ever does want to come back.
Them niggas got deadlines to meet. They not about to stop a show for that.
True.
I'm surprised that he's not in contract to say you can't just go do something else.
Yeah, they should have locked him
no,
down.
Hold on. No, they can't because whatever money he's making in the DC, the next
Is
Superman,
more.
he could use
Yeah,
that to
that's
buy
true.
his contract out.
That is true. Because I remember, I think the show was called Spartacus, where I used to watch that, and the main character, he died of cancer, I think, after like 3 seasons.
And they still made him do the role.
No, what?
He
Shut
was
up!
dead. What are you talking
Shut
about?
up, you
You know,
idiot!
if he in a contract, they probably say, "Hey, get that nigga up out that dirt." And get
Yo, you're an idiot, bro. And they replaced him, and then the season ended after that. Like the people did not like it, and yeah, it ended after that one season where he was gone.
Have you seen the Witcher show? I feel like you said you have, Bond, right?
Yeah. I
haven't seen it, so I can't speak to the quality of it. I don't know if it's good or what.
I mean, it would be better like if they made it like a straight watch, but the problem I have with it is like too much time. It's too convoluted.
Yeah.
Like even for somebody that's like knows about the books and the game, it's hard for me to keep up.
Yeah.
And not to mention Triss isn't a redhead, and all blah blah blah. They always replace red-haired people with black people.
Is that part? Who's this? I don't even remember the chick name. Is that part of in the game or the books where she was ugly and then there was some magic that made her good looking?
Well, I don't know if she's ugly, but Triss is like, what's her name? What's the Hokage's name from Naruto?
Oh, Tsunade?
Yeah, she could just use like her powers, like make herself look youthful and young.
Oh, okay.
Because I think she's like, Yennefer is like, what's she like, 200?
Really? Didn't know.
It's like that witch from Game of Thrones. Remember she had the necklace, BG? She looked young.
Oh,
She
yeah,
looked
the
young.
Red Witch. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like that whole thing about the writers not being fans, it's a thing.
She's apparently 94, Yennefer.
That's how it was on Halo. The people on Halo made the Halo show said they didn't give a fuck about the games.
That should be automatic. Like if you're not a fan of the games or the books, in fact, if you haven't even read the books or played the games, you should not be able to work on these projects.
I agree.
Yeah, wholeheartedly.
Unless they bring like for an exception to like, okay, we got a whole team of people that have read the books and played the games. We want to bring like maybe 1 or 2 outside people for like an outside opinion. Maybe that. But like the majority of your team should not be like outsiders.
Mm.
And that's why we're so lucky with this Last of Us show that the guys working on it are fans. They're
man.
huge fans. The guy who made the game is producing it. Like, come on.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
amazing.
Jack. Pessimistic ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Wani, for your input on that. Our
get the fuck out.
Our resident film, our resident film, movie, and TV show expert. Glad to have you.
And air fryer. Don't disrespect my man.
An air fryer.
What's the new hotness in air fryer news, Wani?
I threw my air fryer out, so I don't know.
What?
Which one you had?
How'd you know it out?
Did you really?
No, man, stop asking about the damn air fryer. I don't use that shit, man.
What? Nah, you not grown.
You got a red dot sight on your air fryer.
You haven't evolved into a grown
I
person.
told them how to make one thing in the air fryer, and they made this narrative that I'm like an air fryer specialist.
Well, that's what y'all niggas do to
That's
me.
literally what you got on your license plate. What the hell?
Look.
Now can I put this in the general chat? Anybody that's in the Weapon Wheel Discord, go look at the general chat. This is a real picture of Wonton's air fryer. And this is something that is a sacred thing amongst us. Please don't put this on social media.
This doesn't look like a thing. A rice cooker. This doesn't even look like an air fryer.
That's what's sick about it. He puts all of his food in a rice cooker.
That's an air fryer, sir. It was a gift. I don't even know what type of.
You need to upgrade, my brother. But
I'm gonna upgrade. Don't worry, I'm getting the Ninja one. That's like $200 joint. Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah, get the one with
That's
two slots. All right.
Why does your air fryer have a red dot sight on it, bro? That's the thing.
Y'all are idiots, bro. Y'all crazy. All right.
Catch y'all later. All right.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, regarding Modern Warfare 2, so the Xbox has crossplay. Well, there's crossplay with everybody, but people on Xbox can't disable crossplay, but PlayStation can. Just people on PlayStation can disable crossplay. Don't know why. Don't really get it.
Why?
No,
Jack
why
and
is there?
Pete PlayStation gamers were complaining about terrorists, so they had to implement anti-terrorist features.
Nah, it's because that the PlayStation 5 version can't hold 120 frames per second like the Xbox version and PC version, so therefore it will be a disadvantage for the PlayStation guys.
Yeah, but you can play cross-play on the Series S, though.
But this is what I don't understand. You can play. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. So they gave PlayStation dudes the option if they don't want to play with people at 120 frames. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you're playing with people with PC that could do that.
That can run at 244.
Yeah. But
So
I guess because Xbox is the person that's the team that's calling for crossplay. Like, I guess, I mean, even though it's wrong not to make it optional if the ability is there, I don't see why that would be an exclusive feature. But obviously Xbox welcomes crossplay, PlayStation doesn't. So
hold on, Smooth. I gotta stop you real quick.
They don't.
You can't play this game on both sides of the coin. When PlayStation doesn't do it, you brag about having it. When everybody has it, you hated it because you don't want to play against PC
No,
gamers.
I'm not complaining.
Which one is it?
I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm just saying. I just gave a potential reason of why this game is not why they have the option to.
I don't think that makes sense though, because like you said,
I think it's the only way
that can't be it because you're playing with dudes on PC already with mouse and keyboard at that.
That's true. And mouse and keyboard works. Isn't Call of Duty mouse and keyboard compatible on both consoles?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. But yeah, it can't be about the disadvantage situation with frames because, yeah. But I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on there. And the other thing with the Hellena Taylor, the drama continues with that lady. I don't want to get into it because we've talked about her.
Bro,
way
if
too
I
much.
see her face one more time, I'm going to hurl.
Yeah, like every week she gives she puts out a series of tweets. I think this week she had put out the list of charities that she wanted people to donate to instead of buying Bayonetta 3. And I think they said I think they said a few of those charities were like bad charities or anti something or whatever,
But there were Kanye.
I think it was like anti-abortion or some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that. One of those. It's like whatever. I don't want to hear about this lady no more. Please, I'm begging her not to tweet nothing this week. All right. Let's get to this Xbox news. So Phil Spencer spoke, right? And every time he speaks is a whole bunch of headlines and bullet points. So this was a mix of mostly, it's a mix of bad and good news. But I think what he did was like similar to what PlayStation does when they got bad news, they try to lead with the good news. So here it goes. So Xbox is subsidizing the Xbox console because they are still selling at a loss of apparently $100 to $200 on consoles. The Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation are currently selling at a profit. And they are using games, accessories, and whatever else they sell to cover that cost, right? And Xbox and Microsoft in general makes a whole bunch of money from other shit, so they can, if they wanted to, they can use other shit to subsidize this, right? So they're pretty much covering the cost because the Xbox hardware itself is not making money. I don't really see that as necessarily a bad or good thing from the consumer's point of view. If they're not making money, if they're selling at a loss, that's not necessarily bad necessarily. That's not consumer facing. He did say Xbox Game Pass is profitable, and he did say that there's possible price increases may come in the future. He said Microsoft missed their subscriber target for Game Pass for the second year in a row by about 44%. Game Pass subscribers are slowing down. They've kind of like plateaued on console, right? They've kind of plateaued on console. Game Pass PC grew 159% year on year, but we don't know what the actual number was last year, so we don't know what it grew from. 20 million people are using Xbox Cloud Gaming. Game Pass is 15% of Microsoft revenue. Is it Xbox revenue or Microsoft revenue?
Microsoft.
Okay, of Microsoft revenue. And this year they saw 13% revenue growth, and this was their best quarter one ever. So there's a mix of some good and some bad things in there. Smooth, what do you think?
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot to take in with this one. Just to point out, because a lot of people, focus on a couple things. As far as the Game Pass and how it's being profitable, obviously the biggest argument people want to throw as like, Xbox is not making money, is the Game Pass isn't profitable, all the $1 deals and stuff like that. Obviously, they're still investing, and it makes money some way. So they prove that it's profitable. As far as the Game Pass subscriber growth, they said that on console is slowing down. And if you think about it, right, there's 17 million Xbox Series consoles out there, and there were only 50 million Xbox One consoles. And you got to think about that 17 million. Probably all of that 17 million is just probably 17 million Xbox One owners, right? That upgraded. So their growth on console can only get so far. They have to sell more consoles, obviously, to grow that. And so far as PC Game Pass came later than console Game Pass, and they really started investing in PC Game Pass over the last year because PC represented a small number, and still to this day still represent a small number. So their growth is always going to be astronomically bigger than what the consoles were. So obviously
PC Game Pass might get bigger than the Xbox Game Pass.
Just a quick correction. It's 15% of the gaming division, not the overall.
The game division, not the overall Microsoft. Yeah. So I guess that's good, and of course the PC has obviously a much higher ceiling. But the thing is, for Xbox to hit those high numbers, 50 million, 100 million, it has to go well beyond console. They got to get PC, they got to get mobile, that's why they do in the deal with Samsung to be on every smart TV, a part of the smart hub and stuff like that. That's how they're going to increase the subscriber count. Obviously PC has a higher ceiling of growth potential than the console has. They're not going to sell 100 million Xbox Series consoles. So so I can tell you they're not going to 100 million aren't going to be representative from the console portion. As far as them losing money on consoles, that's nothing new. Xbox, we know historically they haven't profited from any of the consoles. It's always been right neck and neck, the cost to make versus the at cost price. They usually don't really by the time it starts becoming profitable to them, it's typically at the end of the generation, after they've done all their revisions. But yeah, people still want to make like a big deal about this as if it's something new and Xbox is going to close down tomorrow because they're selling the Xbox at a loss. I think even though they've said this is like their biggest, it's just that overall this year was a slow growth year. There was growth, but it wasn't, when you look at their projections and what they're expected and what they were anticipated to do, they obviously are far below those numbers. And that can only coincide with, the lack of releases. They have no reason, or there's really no reason for Xbox to have any sort of growth in the gaming thing this year, because they didn't like really put out anything to warrant any sort of growth or record setting or record breaking numbers. You know what I mean? So I'm not, like I said, I'm looking forward to see what happens next year. And then a lot of stuff that's coming out, everything sounds very ho-hum, like they're not doing that great. You also consider what the heck is going on in BG. I know you hate to hear about this, but they got a $70 billion deal on the line. They don't want to look like the biggest bullies on the block with a ton of money and all the success they have. There's got to be some sign of weakness there, and they're saying, hey, there's room for growth. We're only making 15%. Game Pass is only representing 15% of our gaming revenue, hence why we have to make this purchase of Activision, because we need to grow that. Cloud gaming has a low adoption rate. The Activision Blizzard will help us grow that. We have no presence on the mobile side of things. The Activision purchase will help us get there.
Candy Crush?
King does. Microsoft don't. Once Microsoft closes the deal, they will own Candy Crush and anything associated with King.
So, regarding them being profitable, that's all I needed. That's all I needed to hear. I said when Phil Spencer says it's profitable, I'll believe him, even though Phil Spencer is a silver-tongued, he be talking out the side of his mouth, and he says things all the time that's purposely ambiguous, where you can interpret it different ways, and he does that on purpose. But him saying it's profitable, I'm like that's all you needed to say, because I definitely wasn't about to believe these weirdos, all these mouth breathers on Twitter. I'm like, y'all niggas don't know shit as much as y'all like to pretend y'all do. Y'all don't know anything. So now that he said
I'm about to coin a new word for how Phil Spencer acts. He be acting ambiguous.
Oh my god! But yeah, he's a silver tongue, white devil, and I like Phil, but he's a silver tongue white devil. Shout out to him though.
Saying you think he's sexy?
That's not what silver tongue means, Jack.
All right, Psyche, you can talk about your draws, nigga. What you talking about?
Oh god, you are so gay.
Are you okay? Report that.
But yeah, overall some good Xbox news in there. So, some bad.
Once again, Xbox news with no games.
Speaking of games, anybody on Xbox Live, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, Thymedia is free this weekend, so play as much as you can before the game goes back to being required to buy. It's a good, decent Souls-like game.
He said it goes back to required to buy. Yo, that's what Xbox dudes call it, required to buy.
They come up with creative ways to say priced. Costs money.
Xbox open garage door.
Required to
before
buy.
It costs money.
Holy shit.
So yeah, that's what went down with Xbox this week. What else? What other games came out that I still been playing? I'm like 70% done with Mario Rabbids. This game has been really good.
What games have y'all beat, by the way?
Huh?
What games have y'all beat lately? I just beat 2 games this weekend.
That's just Call of Duty lately, and I need to work on. I'm gonna start after this. I'm probably gonna start the Resident Evil Winters DLC. Has anybody played the campaign with Rose for it yet? No.
I haven't bought it yet. How much it costs?
I got it. I have it on PlayStation and PC.
Oh,
Jack.
word? Oh shit! All right.
Come on, Jack. Come on. You know,
Let me
it's-
see-
I'm practically.
I was gonna buy it. I'm glad you told me.
I'm practically this nigga's caretaker as far as games go, dog.
Hey man, I thought I was gonna. I'm glad you told me. I thought damn sure was gonna buy it. That's
Yeah.
How many games y'all beat so far?
I think
25.
My count is low. I think I'm at like 23 or 24.
Damn, that's
and-
low to you?
That's low.
That's not low.
Well, yeah, like my remember last year I was
Well-
able to touch 40.
Well,
and
you
I'm
be-
not
you
touching
be
that.
buying
Smooth,
bullshit.
You play a lot of bullshit. though,
Yeah,
that's
mad
the thing.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we don't-
hey,
we
yo,
ain't
but I got that token game. Watch, as long as I get Persona done this year, I'm validated.
You
Once
alright,
I get that Persona,
Oh yeah.
once I get
no.
Persona on my list, I'll be validated. So
I
Fact.
just,
No, that's facts. That's
I
facts.
just reached 22 games last night. Yes.
I've beaten I think 16, but all of them were great. So all of them were great games. So I'm happy with my
I don't
16.
even know how many games I've beaten this year.
Happy with my 16, man. But by the time the year ends, I think I'll get to 22, 23, maybe.
You got 25. That means you're gonna have 26 for God of War. That's probably gonna be the last game you buy this year, huh?
Me, nah. I mean,
I'm talking about Jack. Because he
oh.
the one that got more than me. I got 22.
Callisto,
He got
Callisto
25.
Protocol, Evil West. What is it? Evil West.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
Oh, speaking of
so I'm looking
Callisto
forward to that, man.
Protocol, how is Callisto Protocol banned in Japan?
Too violent.
I was hearing because of the dismemberment, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Doesn't like Japan have animes where people get dismembered all the time?
I guess you can't show it explicitly though.
No idea.
I mean, I heard something about that's why you don't see a lot of dismemberment in Naruto because of that. I'm not sure how they do it.
Hey, Callisto Protocol got a dodge button though. BG, you saw that?
Yeah.
Isn't it the analog stick though? That's
But
kind of
so
weird.
it can't
though.
just be the analog. It has to be a button and the analog stick, I assume. It can't just be that, the left analog stick. I didn't look into it though.
I sound scared.
No, it just doesn't make any. Who wants to
Yeah,
dodge
I mean,
just with the left analog stick? It doesn't.
Maybe they implemented it right, man.
You probably holding the R1 button. Or
That's
something
what I'm
dodge.
saying. It has to be a button and the left analog. It can't just be left analog. So we'll see. I'm sure it's fine. And tested and all that.
Maybe it's like,
There's a
Japanese
next.
can always import it.
oh, you
There's-
play Claw. That's why you scared.
I'm a claw god. Yes, sir.
Oh,
What?
Claw god. Come, why you gotta make everything gay, bro?
I thought you said clogged. I thought you said clogged.
I hate y'all.
Xbox
That just sounds crazy, BG. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, that wouldn't even cute.
Anyway,
PG clogged up.
come on, bro. What's going on, with y'all? What's going on with y'all
Bro,
tonight,
broken
man?
You are
Claw.
Claw's God.
Broken clog.
There's a next gen Fallout 4 update coming if anybody cares.
When did they come out with a
Fallout
current gen
4?
update?
When do you get a?
Didn't that game drop to 0 frames per second at times? Like, what the hell?
When do you get a new?
Yeah,
engine?
it did. But
Yep.
imagine, games today work better than they used to.
I know, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
'cause-
you know,
They draw a fucking picture at sometimes.
yeah,
but it's-
because games on the PS3 didn't have like the worst frame rates ever. Anyway,
Zero
Nigga, hit
frames, bro,
0
bro.
frames.
0, bro.
okay.
Gotham
That's
Knights
crazy.
dropped down to like 10 frames for me.
Yikes.
There are
And
literally
that's a
games
na-
on the PS3 hitting like 15, 20. Okay. And that was when we didn't even have options. So
Yeah, but again, BG, you're comparing 15, 20 then is a lot better than 22 now.
Clawed God.
if y'all say so, bro.
BG.
Resident Evil 4 will barely have the remake will barely have any QuickTime events, which I'm okay with. I feel like QuickTime events are kind of being faded out. You know,
Think about
The
it.
QuickTime events in that game were fun though.
some of them, the running from the boulder, jabbing that button as fast as you can. I'm like, I could do without this.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad we moved. PS3 was infamous for the QuickTime events.
QTEs, yeah.
What? Or not even
I
just
don't mind
PS3.
QuickTime events alone. They ain't silly.
Nah, any QuickTime event where I gotta smash a button 40 times for 50 seconds. Nah, I'm good.
I did like the QuickTime event with Salazar, not
Browser.
Salazar. What's it Salazar? It was
Talking
one
about
of those.
Salazar is a character.
Yeah, I know Salazar is a character. I can't remember which boss it was a QuickTime event with. But I liked one of them. When you're running from his big ass statue, and you had to dodge it.
I'm about
the last one.
Bioshock.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
the night that game became like a whole nother game when you went to like the European sections.
Yeah, it was.
I did not like that as much.
As much as I love Resident Evil 4, it does seem like two different people made the game. At the half point. So
there you go, Jack. There's a streaming idea. Replay the BioShocks.
Yeah.
Them games so fucking long. I've been wanting to replay them though.
You see, you just need something to stream until God of War.
Shit, it might take me longer to play them.
You already got the
Not a
platinum.
big fan of Biocock.
Whoa,
Come
you
on,
didn't,
bro.
You didn't have to call it that either.
Come on, bro. Oh man,
That's not like a cyberpunk mod or something you over there talking about.
Age of Empires 2 and 4 and Age of Mythology are going to Xbox next year.
Awesome.
Great for them.
Well, Age of Mythology is launching on PC first. That same old bullshit.
Hold on, Smooth. Why would it not launch on PC first?
Because Xbox have been telling us this play anywhere initiative. Xbox is PC, PC is Xbox, at least in the Xbox ecosystem.
It's a game best played with a PC.
It's primarily PC focused. You're lucky that game's even coming to an Xbox.
Understood, but these consoles now natively use mouse and keyboard if you want to.
It doesn't matter. Niggas that play Xbox do not play or give a fuck about Age of Empires.
That's my question, right? This is my question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because people say, you can plug. Are people actually in a good enough number connecting a mouse and keyboard to their Xbox to play a game like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this really happening enough to justify it? Going to Xbox? I don't believe it is. I just don't believe anybody's connecting a mouse and keyboard to any of their consoles if they have an option.
Perfect example, Smooth. Let's say this Activision Blizzard deal goes through, right?
Yep.
Y'all really thinks if they make a StarCraft 3, it's gonna be on an Xbox at the same time as a PC?
I probably not.
No.
Well, be happy it's coming to Xbox. That's
exactly.
Enough, right?
Just be happier getting it.
Gears Tactics still not on Xbox, right? Is it?
Yeah, it launched that series title.
Oh, okay.
And that just goes to prove my point. Smooth couldn't even get past the tutorial mission before he put it down. So Xbox dudes don't like these kind of games.
Is that true, Smooth?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Gears Tactics is one of my favorite games of.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah, it's really good.
That game's better than regular Gears games, if you ask me.
I'm surprised I'm surprised they still haven't put out DLC for it. I'm upset about that. But Splash Damage, I think Splash Damage did most of the work on that game, and that's not Xbox first party. They just assisted with the game, but I think they did most of the work. So, yeah, that's glad y'all. I seen hey man, shout out to MLD writing letters to the CMA, doing his good part in the Xbox in the Xbox initiative effort. That man be doing work without Xbox paying him.
How you the best spot, Smooth? MLD look like he got you beat.
Where's your letter, Smooth? Where's your letter to the CMA?
My letter, shit. You guys heard me what I said about that. Like, I'm not writing a letter on behalf of a $1 trillion company with the best lawyers in the planet.
Yeah,
they were like, that letter ain't even gonna get read. As much, I'm sorry for everybody who's put input, wrote paragraph, articles and stuff like that. CMA ain't reading that. And as an American, what isn't the CMA? You the United Kingdom?
That's really who they want to hear from. Yes,
shouldn't them London boys be writing this shit?
Yes, and
they don't
MLD is Canadian.
Not somebody from what the fuck Minnesota? Like, I don't know. Like,
he's Canadian. He's from
What
Kofi
the fuck
Land.
Minnesota this time of year?
Niggas in Minnesota, like, what the hell we do?
He's from Kofi Land. Also, damn, what the fuck was I about to say?
But he's power to him. I mean, shout out to it takes a lot of courage. I mean,
it takes a lot of corporate slavery.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But he had a nice piece. I got nothing against him. I had him on Planet Xbox this week. You know what I mean? Good. Made for good conversation.
I'm cool with him. See, MLD is probably the most docile, insane fanboy. Like, his fanboyism is so silent but loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not boisterous about being a fanboy. He's like one of those calm psychos. like, yes, I'm going to write a letter to the
Them the ones
CMA.
you gotta be scared of the most, BG.
Yeah, his fanboyism is very calm and elegant. I'm going to write a letter to the CMA because I want Xbox to acquire everyone and take over the world. Like, he's one of those. Like, he's still
Take over
insane
the
though.
world.
You know, like he's crazy, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, and he said he had read like the 38-page document. Now he's right. I'm not reading nothing, and I'm not writing nothing. Like, that's literally what I graduated from college for. Is for writing and editing and all that stuff. Reading, and I will not do it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it for no company
Also, Microsoft doesn't have the best.
that I'm not
lawyers
getting
in the
paid for.
industry.
But yeah, go ahead, Bon.
Nintendo's
does.
lawyers are. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, you gotta pay me if I'm gonna write a letter for you on behalf of you. If I'm gonna read any document, you gotta pay me. I'm
Like,
sorry.
If I got a letter from Nintendo about that, man, I would shut up. I ain't trying to fuck with Nintendo.
What you gonna tell him? Take it easy.
I'm good. I won't talk about that man no more.
Just
Shout
gonna
out.
give him a different nickname. That's all you gonna do.
Nah, when
He,
Nintendo comes,
he who shall not be named. That's what you're gonna start calling him.
when Nintendo comes for you, don't fuck around.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I ain't scared.
Shout out to MLD. Love you, brother.
That one guy with the emulation said he ain't scared out, and Nintendo took him to court for $34 million.
As they should.
I'm American.
Oh,
You're what?
so go ahead, Bon.
Fine, you said you're what?
Said I'm American.
And that's who they sued. They don't give a fuck. I wish Nintendo was in charge of like some online coalition to just like sue the fuck out of everybody that cheats in an online video game. I would pay a $50 a year subscription for Nintendo to sue everybody and keep the online gaming streets clean.
That might be worth it.
That's actually a good idea. Would you pay $50 a year to subscribe to a service that has guaranteed no fuckery, no cheating, no bullshit multiplayer games?
Nintendo lives matter. What it sound like?
I mean, listen, and Nintendo loves their lawyers more than anybody. I mean, they named Kirby after their lawyer back in the 80s. If you don't know, Kirby literally comes from John Kirby, who defended Nintendo in what was it? It was Universal City Studios. Yeah, Universal City Studios versus Nintendo. That case, their lawyer was named John Kirby, so they named Kirby after him. Hey man,
PG. You got any royalties for that?
Little game
man, like you really got to love your lawyers to do something like that.
That'd be the ultimate thank you if they did that.
Speaking of royalties, you know Jerry West don't get paid to be the NBA logo. They
That's
never acknowledged it was him. Yeah.
There's probably
Which is
enough
crazy.
like
It's clearly him because they got the magazine that picture came from. That's
a good lawyer could argue that the outline isn't enough to say that it's his.
I see why now. Look, if you playing for their company and their corporation, and you probably signing something that says any likeness or image we can use. Whatever
Oh
we
yeah,
want
that's
for it.
true. He probably
Yeah.
That was
It
from
ain't
like a
like he was-
magazine too. I don't know, man. That's
It
crazy.
ain't, it ain't like he was playing on the neighborhood court and they took a picture of him while he wasn't,
Yeah, that's
that nigga
true.
he was playing under their salary, under their contracts.
I read something like they don't acknowledge it's him or something. It's like it's clearly him, bro.
Okay, God of War. So they released another God of War trailer, I think, talking about the combat. And all you need to know, I didn't watch the whole thing. I've been watching a lot of, I don't need to see no more God of War. Which is kind of not gonna make sense because of what I'm gonna tell y'all. But so there's gonna be a lot more enemies in Ragnarok and a lot more enemy variety because they acknowledged that was probably the biggest complaint about God of War 2018. Not enough enemy variety. There's gonna be plenty now. So y'all don't gotta worry about that. Also,
it's gonna actually be blood.
Yeah, and it's gonna be more violent, they said. Okay. Also, God of War spoilers are out there because they send the game out to like out to the retailers, and some of them break street date. So they broke street date 2 weeks early, and so some spoilers are out there. And I looked at a few. I'm crazy. I like spoilers. What can I tell you? I like spoilers.
You watched that fight between him and Thor?
So I watched like 20 seconds of it. Nothing. It didn't really reveal anything. It was just 20 seconds of
20
it.
seconds, what the hell? What's this? Of course not.
Yeah. I didn't go. Listen, y'all know I'm crazy. Sometimes
You don't
I'll go look up like real like spoilers, like major plot points, because I don't, I'm okay with it. This time,
So you know I'm radical.
yeah, this time I didn't really, go looking for nothing crazy. But if a few things came across my timeline, I'm like, I didn't mind that. That's fine
So
with
this
me.
game come out next Friday, not this Friday.
November 8th, right? It's not. It
Yeah,
doesn't come out on a Friday.
No,
It
come out on
comes
Wednesday.
It
Come
comes out on Wednesday. Yeah.
I think.
Next Wednesday? Oh.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was gonna be a Friday, so I ain't gotta worry about going to work the next day.
I'm not gonna. I don't have anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I don't have anything to spoil. I mean,
Oh, let's just change the subject then.
Thor fights Kratos. If that's a spoiler, then
Here you go. All right.
if that's a spoiler, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Hey, you take a super
Everybody
chat
didn't get
break.
that secret in, and everybody didn't get that secret in 2018. Everybody didn't get that.
Take a super chat break before you get too antsy.
Good call, Jack.
Let me see. Well, we don't even got that many topics left. So Paragon is for some reason being revived. Yeah, if y'all remember, that was the game.
You was a spokesperson for that game, right?
Oh, I wouldn't say all that. You put sauce
You the
on
only
it.
person that got flued out to fucking.
I was not. Jeremy got flued out too. Okay.
That's BG got flown out.
You don't remember that?
A t-shirt.
They went to
and
North
some
Carolina,
goggles.
didn't I? Remember that?
Epic flew us out to play Paragon. Jeremy was also flew out by Epic. So y'all be putting the like what happened to this game on my shoulders when he was there too.
That's
Hey
because
man, we gotta hold you to a
Roll
different
Company
standard,
didn't pay you a dime, and you kept them alive. You ain't even keep Paragon alive.
Facts.
They gave you a pair of knee pads and a t-shirt, and you went right on to the
Oh
next
my
game.
gosh.
So
Didn't even use a knee pass. That's what's
didn't even
crazy.
use them.
That's crazy.
We still waiting on that Patreon exclusive, but anyway.
But this is being called Paragon Overprime, and it's being revived by a different studio. Epic Games is letting them do it. So, but I can't imagine it's going to be successful.
Why not? People cried and complained when they canceled it. Had that same engine when they bring it back.
And it was even less competition then when this first came out. So the reason they mainly abandoned this game is because Fortnite became so damn successful and they didn't expect it. So they were like, man, let's forget about this Paragon nonsense. Yeah.
Can you blame them though?
Not at all. There was a new Forspoken trailer. This one focused on her parkour moves, I think, pretty much. I still don't like the way the frame rate still doesn't look. Every trailer, the frame rate just doesn't look great to me. The frame pacing or the frame rate just doesn't look great. But the parkour moves look okay. That's all I can say about that. Last of Us factions.
God.
I mean, this is not really news, right? So there was a LinkedIn posting saying that they would like someone who has experience working on some free-to-play games, and that may point to this game being free-to-play. But this isn't the first time we've seen a listing like that, but this is a new one. So some people think it points to the game being free-to-play. Listen, I mean, I hope it's not, but I think it's more than likely will be. So I live in reality, so I think it probably will be, unfortunately. I don't think it's a good thing though. So it's what it is, man.
You're afraid of it being free to play?
Yeah, I don't think free to play is a good thing.
So you want to okay, multiplayer only?
Yeah.
It's gonna be on PC day and date. I mean, they gotta get mass players.
Yep.
And it fits the model what Sony said they want to do. They want to, games as a service.
Yeah, I'm more bothered by the game being free to play than I am, because the only problem I have with it being on PC is that PC dudes are the biggest cheaters. So most of the cheating happens on free to play games on PC. That's where like the majority of the cheating happens. Free to play on PC. That combination is death, right? If it was free to play and only consoles, it's not as bad. If it was paid, if it was paid and on PC, still not as bad. It's both. This is So it's double bad. So
I'm thinking about turning off crossplay on this Call of Duty, bro. It'd be some weird stuff going on. Anytime console and PC mix, it's always like on some. It's an air of like, man, I don't know, bro. You got the kill, but I don't know.
And like factions now, right? It took a long time, because factions originally came out obviously 2013, with the original game, and cheating has gotten bad now, but it's like 10 years later, right? But I would say maybe they started like let's say 3 years ago. So the game really had a long life cycle without any real cheating, which is still good. The cheating on, if it's gonna be PC and free to play, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing some real cheating like the first few months. And I don't, once again, I don't know how good like their the anti-cheat gonna be and all that stuff. So I don't know, man.
Terrorists win.
We'll see. We will see. Star Ocean: The Divine Force also came out this past week, I think, and I think it's like a 69 on Metacritic.
C tier, JRPG trash.
Yeah, says I think you said it has. Star Ocean hasn't been good for a very long time.
This is like the PS1
banger. Well, I'm not going to spend time talking about that.
Nope.
PlayStation London Studios is working on an online co-op combat game set in a fantasy London. So this is most likely one of those live service games that PlayStation been working on.
Army of Two, let's get it.
Not enough detail, obviously, to really say anything about it. I don't necessarily think I'm the biggest fan of like fantasy combat games. So
what does that even mean? Fantasy combat with like some magician, mage, and
when I think about fantasy combat, I always think about what's that? There was a Magic game where you play as a wizard. Like it was a wizard.
Really? A Magic game where you play as a wizard, BG?
You're right. You got me. You got me. You play as like the wizards and like it was like a battle royale and like what's that goddamn studio that makes you play as like gods. You play as like the different the different gods in the pantheon.
Paragon?
No. Damn it, what's that game called?
Speaking of Paragon, is the game making a comeback?
Oh my god.
Yeah. We talked about it. We talked about it already.
Oh, we did. Oh yeah, that was probably when I was down.
Yeah, Smite. That's what it is. Smite and Spellbreak. Those are the two things I was thinking of.
Spellbreak was trash.
I always think about those two games when it comes to like Magic combat games. Yeah, that. I don't know. I think Smite was good at one point. I think I played it like once, and people seem to like it, I guess. So yeah, that's what London Studios is working on. Let me see what else I got.
You excited, BG?
I don't know enough.
Future gaming, brother.
There's literally no details, really. I don't know enough. Can't really say much. Need more details. Got to see it. All that stuff. Japan. Square Enix says Japan is simply not enough anymore. When it comes to just when it comes to their revenue and profit, according to their chief or whoever it was for the global, it's just not enough. Then he says the global market is what they have to depend on and what's more important.
Chris Wright, just pull up.
It seems like if you're not Nintendo, listen, if you're not Nintendo, the Japanese market is not serving you.
And this is why I said everybody is all like, oh, well, Sony's going to buy Capcom in this studio. I'm like, why would they? I mean, why would any of these companies let Sony buy them when they stand to make more money off of being aligned with Nintendo?
Tis true.
Even if they did buy Square Enix, they should absolutely leave keep their games on Switch. It just makes too much sense.
You know what's crazy? They'll probably keep their games on Switch and still not bring them to PlayStation.
So yeah. I mean Square's making a lot more games, I would say. I think a lot of those games should still appeal to the Japanese audience, but I think Square just needs a little bit more quality control because they have obviously their very good franchises and IPs, but then they have a few C tiers that they still make for some reason.
Question though, the best JRPGs that have come out in the last 4 to 5 years, have they come from Square Enix or do they come from other?
Both.
Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. Those are Square, and who's making other JRPGs? Are they?
Yeah, Tales of Arise,
Persona.
Tales. That's from what, Bandai?
Yep.
Yeah.
Persona, Sega.
So, yeah. Nintendo.
I think they just lost their way, bro. They ain't got
They didn't lose their way. It's just that the problem is most Japanese people play on Nintendo now, and they don't release these games on Nintendo systems. That's why Dragon Quest was always going to be on a Nintendo system, just because, yeah, Nintendo is the most popular system in Japan.
Yeah, like just lower your output and focus on, you know, the few quality. Like I think that's all you really got to do.
No, here's also the thing. That's a bigger issue that nobody really is talking about. If Nintendo put out a stronger system, the PlayStation brand will be regulated to an Xbox.
It would be.
I can.
It would be.
If
I can agree
Nintendo
with
had
that.
better all these games like Tekken, Final Fantasy, whatever, would go to Nintendo. The PlayStation brand would just be another Xbox.
That's why I think Nintendo, like, even though they're very smart and dominating, that's why they're kind of dumb. Because they don't have to make a console that even can do 4K. If you make a console that could, like, bro, do something between 1080p and 1440, that's enough. That's all you got to do.
Why do that when you selling fucking hand over fist right now?
You could sell even more, I think.
With way lower production costs.
But like, like if you make a console that can maybe even touch close to 1440p, I don't even think that's you don't have to like make something super strong to do that.
They exclusives are selling 30 and 40 million without doing that. They cost they
We're talking
10%
about taking PlayStation out of the game completely.
I mean, they kind of already are with a lot of shit they doing. I mean, they already getting games PlayStation ain't getting. PlayStation can clearly run.
You can take even more market share from Xbox and PlayStation if you made a console. Once again, not one for one, with power with them, but something plausible. Something like, I can respect this as a piece of hardware. You know what I'm saying? Like, not this weak shit they keep putting out every single time. Something that just looks decent on the screen.
All they gotta do is make a Xbox Series S and they win.
Yeah,
probably.
Even a little bit. It don't even got to be a
just a similar, like it's slightly less. Yeah, you're right.
It could literally be weaker than an S, and that would be fine. Like, because then you don't got. You need something that you don't gotta like put resort to cloud games where somebody don't got because your game can't run Resident Evil on, so you got to resort to cloud gaming.
Their profit margins would be worse, though. That's the thing.
I don't think so.
They're investing way less. They're investing way less money.
Every game.
They're getting way bigger returns with what they're doing now. What you're saying would cost way more R&D. It would cost more to produce.
It would not that much more.
Nintendo has a lot of money. They spent like decades and decades making freaking paperweight that runs games and sell. They can afford to make at least one console, right?
I don't see how that benefit them, though. I really don't.
But we think about it. Let's say they do that, right? They make the console like a traditional console. They still do their output, still release.
Japan don't like traditional consoles, though. That's the thing. Japan love PC and mobile gaming. That's what they
the immense of third-party support, like you think about it, all the deals PlayStation gets because Nintendo don't.
It's because they have big power to fall.
Yeah. Nintendo would get those deals first.
I think you can definitely make a hybrid console right now that could push past 1080p. That's what, and I don't think it's going to cost way more. It's not going to take all this R&D. We're just saying push past 1080p. That's it. That's not a huge ass, Jack. That's
But
not.
what I'm saying is they're doing minimal fucking development costs right now and still maximizing sales. So they really, if I had to guess, they don't give a fuck about all that extra shit. Even the Switch runs like dog shit, and they still getting third party games. They got Witcher 3 on there. Like they still fucking games that they have no business getting.
Yeah, but nobody's
So
even.
until they start getting them type games, they're not gonna care.
Games like Final Fantasy and Tekken and everything else will go to that platform.
Yeah, now if it had them,
shitload.
it'll be a wrap. It would definitely be a wrap.
Like you
for
got
PlayStation.
because you got games that even the games that go to it, a lot of people wouldn't even consider buying those. Like, bro, Mortal Kombat, literally, like the whole background is missing in the damn game because the Switch can't render it.
Shit.
Like, look at the last Mortal Kombat game. They had put that on the Switch. Like, literally, the whole moon is missing. Like, no joke. You look at the console version. There's a moon and a whole background and a bridge. There's no bridge, no moon, no nothing. Game looks terrible, runs terrible. So just a little bit stronger, just a little bit.
Could happen soon. Never know. Then the PlayStation guys will be in real trouble.
No, everything is fine. Everything is fine. You know that. We didn't care about them games no way. Who gives a fuck about Square Enix games? We ain't never care about that shit, bro.
You sound like Butch.
We got Spider-Man and God of War and Wolverine and
Somerville comes out November 15th. I think that's going to be on Game Pass.
Yeah, this is a nice surprise.
Yeah, that's the game. Where did they showed that at some show, and it was
yeah, the summer showcase.
Yeah, and that was the game that kind of looked like, what did I say? I think it looked like a mix of Limbo and another game, but it looked good. It looked fun. I think I'm gonna cop that. I'm gonna cop that. This is the last thing I got. I think new San Diego-based PlayStation studio working with Naughty Dog on a beloved franchise. Whatever the hell that means. I don't like vague news. I don't like vague news.
Oh yeah, Naughty Dog in another studio.
Jack and Daxter, let's go.
No, it's gonna be Uncharted.
Unfortunately,
they're working with Naughty Dog and Visual Arts.
So let me just say this, bro. I never want another Uncharted game. I really don't.
That's what's coming, bro.
I really don't. Like, I don't understand people who want another Uncharted. For what? For what?
Hey, it's probably gonna be a free to play. I mean, it's the online component they probably trying to get taken care of too.
Unless it's
they gotta make these live service games, man.
If it's multiplayer, that's different. If this is another single player game continuing the story, why? There's really nothing.
Why not?
Yeah, people are gonna buy it.
The last game sold like 25 million. Why not?
Makes sense if they about to do a free to play and put it on the.
I'm gonna be real. I think Uncharted's like universe and story is like just. I don't think it's that interesting anymore. Like going forward, I don't think it's interesting. Like nothing interests me. Like, oh, I want to know this or the next thing in the Uncharted universe.
It's gonna be his daughter.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not interesting to me. And it's got nothing to do with. It's just not nothing interesting.
Is it because she's a woman? Is it because she's a woman?
Because I say all the time, I want them to explore there's so much shit to explore in the Last of Us universe. So many different directions you can go.
They're making like 3 Last of Us titles right now. I mean, we getting that too.
But I'm just saying, like, there's so much like ways you can explore and interesting concepts in the Last of Us universe. There's nothing interesting really that I can think of that I'm like, oh yeah, I wanna go in this direction and learn about this in Uncharted. No, nothing.
Make Mark Wahlberg and Spider-Man like playable characters. That'd be hard.
Like it's just nothing, bro.
Like character models, like on the online.
Lame.
I'd play as racist Mark Wahlberg.
Like what is it that we want to know in the Uncharted universe that aside from another character, I guess another character adventure randomly.
I mean, but like Bond said, PlayStation's getting to that point where they starting to lean on IPs a little bit more than they used to. They used to would drop a new game, but now the problem now, bro, like y'all said about if you launch a game and it fail, you ruin. It's all about name recognition now, right? So niggas might not necessarily buy new IP from Naughty Dog. They got to stick with Uncharted, Last of Us. They finna run that shit down down your face, bro. It's over with, bro.
Like
I was gonna say down your throat, but I ain't want to be
like
crazy.
like I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to know a damn thing about these are not bad characters, but I could not care less about Sam and Sully. I don't want to know nothing about their backgrounds or their future.
Now, if they stay in the current timeline, that's lame.
I don't want to know nothing about Sam and Sully. I'm sorry. I just don't. They're not bad characters, but they're not like super interesting. Where I definitely want to go back to Sully's ex-army days or military days or whatever the hell it was. But like Tommy from Last of Us, oh hell yeah, I want to play as Tommy. They can do so much with Tommy. Even you could do so much with Tommy. You could go back to the Outbreak days and Patient Zero. Figure out what.
Who to say we're not gonna get all this with the factions game though?
His first pair of Wrangler jeans, like
you could do that. You could even with freaking got Abby and the nigga who got his head beat into the goddamn garage. Like that's more interesting than anything you could do in Uncharted.
I don't want to hear nothing else about Abby or that nigga.
Nah, I would prefer that over anything in Uncharted.
Abby was a personality wise was Kratos from God of War 3. I don't want to see an angry. I don't want to see an angry tomboy ripping and running the streets of Last of Us. I'm good.
You prefer Abby or Sully and what's his name? Which one? You had to pick one.
I prefer Hellena.
I still can't believe she got piped.
Yeah, that was one of the most uncomfortable sex scenes in video games.
I know. I was watching Smooth Play, and I was like, "What's happening?"
I do wish they didn't put that in there. I wish they would. I wish they took out that scene. I wish they took out or shortened some of the flashbacks. Yeah, there was a few things I would have definitely cut. Yeah.
I mean, bro, I think I made this joke in the past. Like, I don't like girls that are like super built like that, like fucking brick houses.
Bro, that scene, I'll never forget how
your dick be hanging out. You be going so soft, your dick be hanging out your ass.
I don't know what my thing is. I don't know what that served. Like, what did that scene serve? Like,
it was supposed to show you there was so much friction. Like that whole scene was
like
there was no sensuality.
It served no point,
scene, bro.
That shit was fucking. And you know what the worst part about that game was?
A prison scene.
Abby really fucked up a lot of stuff in that game because she didn't even like the dude until he got another bitch pregnant.
Well, they were together before.
Well, no, they was already together.
It doesn't matter. She friend zoned him.
Yeah,
he's still wanted her. She friend zoned him, and then when she found out that he got another girl pregnant, she pulled him out of the friend zone.
Because it was supposed to be her. It's supposed to be her that got.
Yep. That's how girls when they put dudes in the friend zone act. They can be in the friend zone, but they get mad when somebody tries to pull them out of their friend zone.
And I've never been one of those who deny that Naughty Dog like has an agenda, right? But there's some people who think like there's like a Super Saiyan level agenda. I think it's like Super Namekian level agenda. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that strong, but it's definitely there.
Because Neil Druckmann is very petty, right? So when he gets these, you know how people talk about him. He purposely goes out his way to piss people off. I feel like he does do that.
Because
Super Namekian is stronger than the Super Saiyan at this point in Dragon Ball.
Okay, well, you get what I'm saying.
I think most game devs are like that.
Well, Kaioken, how about that? Kaioken level.
Lean into it, bro.
Yeah, Kaioken level agenda. Because they modeled Abby after a certain real life person. This weightlifter, right? But you can go look up the weightlifter. And I feel like and she the thing is this she has even though she's brolic, she has soft features. I feel like they went out their way to make Abby look like a very square, very sharp-faced nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I thought, when I first saw Abby, I thought she was a transgender.
Her face model is based off another person too, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Oh, you mean different from the model?
Her body is a different person, which is also a woman, and her face is also a different person.
See, they should have just went straight with the actual bodybuilder, because she, like I said, she's built, but she still very, very much looked like a woman. The soft features, the round face, and because male features are usually more angular and all that shit. And I feel like they just
Abby's modeled after though. She fine, bro. She not an ugly chick.
Well, but you get what I'm saying.
But
They
yeah,
definitely,
like you said, her body in real life is different, of course.
yeah, like they definitely tried to make her look, freaking angular, like Superman. Superman got that his face is like a sharp square. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they had Dwayne the Rock Johnson mocap.
Yeah, literally crimson chin and just super angular and all this shit. But whatever.
They knew what they was doing.
I'm tired. Yeah. So the point is, I ain't want to see no more Uncharted, but I guess that's what we may see. Real quick, I want to get a clear clarification. Well, that's what a clarification is. Redundancy. But I want to get it on record. What actually does next gen mean when y'all say a game is next gen? I just want to finalize it. What does that actually mean?
Who want to go first?
I mean, to me,
I'm gonna say this: achieving performance that the previous generation couldn't.
That's it.
I'm gonna say a game that was founded and rooted in the current gen and from cradle to grave was made for this gen.
Okay.
To where we not that we started production on PS4 and then we finished it on PS5, or we made it on PS5 but also downgraded to a degree that
You know what? I don't think this question has a definitive answer because we haven't experienced it yet. And I think once we finally experience this, we'll know what it is. These niggas out here capping, the DualSense features, it felt like I was scratching my own ass when I was playing it. No,
but
nigga,
it don't got to be for this gen. I'm talking about in general,
like
like because you probably played a few next gen games last generation.
But what I'm saying is, we felt these feelings in the past. Like, damn, I don't feel this could have been done in any shape, form, or fashion on a previous console. I haven't felt that yet. I felt that way.
Okay, I'll tell you games.
But that's your
moment.
definition.
I can list games that gave me that moment when I played them for the first time. Right. I feel like don't laugh, but I'm just listing things as they come to my head. Knack, Infamous for the PlayStation 3, that first Infamous game. The Gears of War, NBA 2K.
GTA 3 was like that.
Nigga, GTA 4.
Yeah, GTA 4, yeah.
Need for Speed. What's the one that came out in 2005, bro? Was it Most Wanted?
Oh,
that initial one that came out where I was like, oh shit, this looks good.
You talking about the one with the hit list?
Yeah,
that was Most Wanted. Yeah.
Yeah. So like those games, like there's haven't been games that hit me like that, but I remember like where I was when I walked into GameStop and the PS3 was on display for the first time. I don't know if it was for the first time, but I remember playing Infamous and I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. Like, is it because I was just looking enamored by just the graphics at that time? I thought it looked good. Not even though it was like, obviously an LOL game, it graphically, I'm like, yeah, this is next generation.
So y'all would agree because
what made you feel like Knack was next gen?
To me, I don't know. Probably the particles and breaking it into like dozens and dozens of pieces and stuff like that.
You know what I think?
The Pixar effect, like
I was about to say, I think it felt next gen to you because it was so clean. I felt like that with Astrobot. No. Astrobot on PS5 was so clean and crisp. I was like, ooh, I'm in the future.
You know what else? Mark Cerny, and we talked about this before. Mark Cerny kind of ruined my situation because I'm waiting for something that Mark Cerny said to happen, right? Where he said, we're going to make games going forward where, when it's obviously a loading screen where you got to do all these twisted turns, you got to ride an elevator, it's clearly loading the next area. We're not going to have to do that with PS5. It's seamless with the power of the SSD, right? So until I see some shit like that, I'm never going to feel like I played a next-gen game.
So do y'all agree that, because people told me this on Twitter, next gen doesn't actually, a game could be completely next gen, but that doesn't actually mean quality?
Yes, I agree with that.
Correct.
Because studios like Crytek exist. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they did make one of the best next gen games ever.
What?
Okay.
Rise on the Wall.
Oh my god.
Rise on the Wall. It's cool. The problem with Rise is that you don't have to, like, the button prompts they give you, you don't have to push the corresponding buttons and still beat the game. Like,
yeah, that's true. They didn't.
It'd be like press triangle. You press circle. Yeah, you still beat.
Okay.
Cool game, though. I do like it.
All right. Well, Jack, you want to hit them super chats?
I don't, but I will. Let's see here. I'm tired, BG. Can I be tired, bro?
Me too.
I can't.
I'm tired, bro.
Hold on, let me close out the browser and redo it because it'd be acting stupid. That's all the topics, though? Oh, man.
I believe so. Got everything.
Oh, man. I wasn't ready for
Is
this.
Chris Righteous and J-Dot gonna do their rematch? Or?
Super chats and then After Dark. Let's go.
That's usually how we do it, Bon. Yeah.
Normally we do super chats in the middle.
Well, sometimes, yeah. All right, I'm booting them up. Hold on.
Let's get
Bro,
it.
my browser only acts stupid when I'm doing a podcast. It works perfectly fine every other day, bro. This is ridiculous. All right.
I'm tired, bro.
Now, you said that wasn't me, but now you're saying it is me. Okay.
That is you.
You said that was Butch. All right, super chats. All right. All these fucking sub menus.
Shut up,
okay. Let me make sure I'm on the right day. October 30th. Okay. Oh, it ain't that many super chats. We got Rich from the 401. He said Bond would go back to the gym when he had good knees. These are facts.
Thanks.
We got S Cruz. He says, I would rather play nothing than go back and pick up a PS2 disc. Okay. Shot Red 555. It says Bond and Jack are right. BG is one of those fools that hate the past but should learn from it. And tend to dick ride. Well, he said D-Ride. Tend to D-Ride the hottest new thing.
Okay.
There were way more AAA titles back then compared to today. Game crash.
How much you want to bet he doesn't have any old consoles? I'll put money on it. He don't got none of those consoles, but they were so amazing and the best thing ever. He don't got none of them shits. But carry on.
Let the hurt go, BG. S Blanks in 95 says, when will people remove the nostalgia goggles and realize God of War 1 is mid and God of War 3 is back Trek Fest with a mediocre story? Notice he left out God of War 2, which is the best one. Good job, though, brother. Wizard23 says, great debate, fellas. Yes, sir. Roy said, say it in your what? With eyes emojis.
Oh, when he said he gonna whisper on the back of my ear.
Yeah, that was crazy. Fear is the greatest motivator. Says, would anybody else sell their butt for a PS5? Asking for a friend. If so, would anybody like to hit me up for a slice?
He was with him. It's right here. Come and get it.
Shot Red 555 says, to BG and Tarek, this sure is good gaming generation if the best games is nothing but remakes. Enjoy the game and crash and scraps like an obedient dog. Damn.
Okay, and okay, go 2 years 2 years into the PS3 and PS4 generation. Go check. What were the best games? But
it's all right, BG. You stumbling all over yourself. It's all right.
No, go check because like I said, niggas always got this weird.
You're stumbling.
This weird memory of how the first 2 years of any generation was. But proceed.
BG, can I get an ARF?
We got Voodoo Vic. He says, I personally want to fight BG this episode, old man. OBJ Jr. said, would you let Bayonetta step on you? I don't know.
Yes. Is she wearing a latex suit? Yes.
We got Raquan Zobi, I believe is how you pronounce your name. You just sent a little picture emoji with ha ha ha. Shout out to you, brother. OBJ Jr. says, Thor versus Superman. Who wins?
Superman.
I'm gonna say Superman.
Superman.
Mafia Quad says, good pod, guys. Thank you, brother. Shot Red 555 says, Bond knows he don't want Nintendo taking his cheeks. We got
what?
I don't know.
He's talking about the lawyers.
Ruffle Mutt says, Mario RPG remake. Come on, Square Enix, do it. We got Ruffle Mutt again that says, Nintendo knows a powerful console is demanded because the stockholders are beginning to pressure them. They want to avoid a Wii U or Xbox One situation. Let me refresh it, make sure we don't got no more. Let me see here. That's it.
All right.
Let's
pack it up. Good episode. And do these outros. Jack.
Good week. Titans win. See you.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
See you in After Dark, clown. Alex.
This is Bond Spike neck collar for another week. Hey, you know what I always say, man? Rag 'em and tag 'em.
No, this nigga was like, you know what I always say? What do I say? Remember when he said that in Madness? I was like, well, what's wrong with you?
Ragman tag.
Smooth.
Ragman tag.
What's up, everybody? Thanks. Apologize for the lateness, but good episode, good debate.
What movie y'all was watching?
That movie Fall.
That movie trash.
The two white girls that climbed the tower and got stuck.
Yeah, me and my wife
Never heard
predicted
of
the
it.
whole entire thing 5 minutes into the movie.
No,
It ain't miss a beat.
Bro, that movie trash.
Literally.
It was the opposite of 47 meters deep, right?
Yeah.
So,
Huh?
What?
That's that Phil Spencer movie, right?
That's the one with the sharks. I
that's
believe
the
it.
one that- they go in the cage. Yeah.
White people always getting themselves in some weird predicament. Oh, we're stuck on a ski lift. Help! Like, what's wrong with you niggas? No, because there's literally another one like that.
Man, they too curious, bro.
This because in Fall, they're up in like some radio tower, and then there's another one where they're stuck on a ski lift, and they're like freezing to death. I'm like, what? And then another one where they're they're underwater in these tunnels. I'm like, bro, white people, what is good?
Oh no, wait. As above and so below is fire though.
I'm like, black people never be in these predicaments.
Help! I'm stuck on a pogo stick. Someone get me.
Crazy. Bond.
Undefeated of the East. We'll see you next week.
He pissed off.
What the hell?
No, we're undefeated of the East. What you talking about?
But you sound mad. That's like, be happy.
Hey, man, we undefeated of the East.
Yeah.
What you at, Jack?
5-2.
Exactly.
Pretty good record.
Exactly.
You know what other movie was like just like that, but the polar opposite of each other? Oh God damn it!
It was exactly
there was
like that, but totally different. What did you just say?
no, they were like polar opposites because there was a movie where they went to the crust of the earth, literally the middle of the earth. This is like very 2000s movie. One where they went to the center of the earth, and then one where they went to was it Mount Everest? It was Vertical Limit, and I can't remember the one where they went to the center of the earth. And these
You
movies
talking
came
about
out.
the one with Dwayne Rock Johnson was like Journey to the Center of the Earth?
No,
I mean, it was literally
no, there wasn't that. They literally just had to go to the center of the earth for some reason, and then Vertical Limit they had to climb to the highest. I think it was Mount Everest, and it was the same concept. I think everybody died except one character in both. A very 2000s type movie. Fire though. All right.
Movie channel.
Shout out to all the viewers. Y'all hit that like button, and we'll catch y'all next week.
You lost the poll too.
I'm surprised it was that close though.
Was it like buy and no? What were the two options that were close?
Right, wrong, and buy. 38% said I was right. 40% said wrong. And if we
How many said you would buy? Let's not skip over.
come on, bro. Come on, what's wrong with y'all? Though? I'm not reading that. Y'all play too much.
He starts sweating.
I think I won. I think I actually won that. If you take away
Are
from
you buying not BGN? Fuck all this other shit.
Why you want to know? What you curious about?
You trying to see if he got a place to stay if he come up there.
Freak ass. Anyway, I think I won that. I think like if you take away from the buy poll, which the buy part, which is a joke, and put it in the right, I won that.
Is it?
I won that, bro. I was right this whole episode. Anyway, we going after dark.
Caparoni. What's the shit you be saying, Alex?
Oh
We out.
yeah. Capola. Right? That's the song playing right now. Right? My boy BG, that's a Kit Kat that you can't break. Fire.
They say it's better than the intro song.
Bro, I know.
That being said.
No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro can't got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait. Then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. Ooh. You should've known, dog. You ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers. No, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty and fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pod that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pod that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't all strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.